Hello, brothers. What's up, brothers? Damn, it's International Passport. I'm here again for yet another fire classic, back-to-back classics. Yesterday's live stream, that was hot right there, bros, wasn't it? That was a great stream, man, yesterday. I want to say a huge shout out to my old subscribers for supporting me over the past 5 years. It's much appreciated. Welcome aboard to my new subscribers and my new viewers to the International Passport Movement. You are welcome. This is a channel for you and spaces for you to gain knowledge and help improve your lives. Um, First and foremost, brothers, please hit the like button. It will be greatly appreciated. And do me a favor, once your stream ends, go back to my previous streams and comment, everyone. Again, the comments are still too low on my recent streams. Get the comments up, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. All right, brothers? So, without any further ado, in this live stream, I have a very special guest here with me called Marquise Hill, who recently went to Vancouver. But before we speak about his Vancouver experience, Marquise Hill, can you please introduce yourself to the panel, who you are, where you're from in America, what you do, anything interesting about you? Speak on that, brother.
Yeah. I'm actually currently living in Tampa, Florida right now, and I'm struggling entrepreneur, really, self-taught artist, so I've been traveling all around the world, so pretty much you know, um, working in like a 9 to 5 right now, so I could get my business up and running full time, and I just came back from an ancestral trip, from Canada, the last like 2 weeks and a half ago. Yeah,
Okay, welcome back to US, bro.
yeah.
Bro, first question, let's get straight into Vancouver.
hmm
Brother, um, are the women in Vancouver checking for brothers?
Absolutely, 100%. And the reason why that is because like okay now, I totally recommend to invest more into your style a little bit more, so you could be a little bit more appealing to the woman that's out there in Vancouver, because like the women out there in Vancouver are like more conservative dressed and looking, so pretty much they looking for more conservative men that that pretty much well grooming, take care of themselves pretty well, like well dressed, well spoken. And well, okay, now this is interesting, because like it was like one day when I was walking downtown or something, I was like wearing like a camel coat, and I was wearing a fedora hat, some Chelsea boots, and I was just walking, some gorgeous, white woman just came up to me and said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that you look really, really good today." I was like, "Wow." I was like, "Well, thank you." I was like, "Well," I was like, You're the second woman that complimented me today." I was like, "Okay, well, today must be your lucky day then." I was like, "Well, thank you." So yeah, so I highly recommend, invest more into your style. So like before you go to Vancouver, like in Canada in general,
Damn,
and
bro,
also
you're telling.
hello.
Go on, bro.
Yeah,
Carry on.
yeah. Also, I was I ran into this Asian chick, that was out there, because the Asian woman, it's a huge population of Asian, in Vancouver. So I ran into this Asian chick, when I was like walking down the street as well. This is the same day. This like before I met the white chick, that complimented me. She was like, she stopped me. She approached me as well. She was like, "Hey, I was wanting to let you know that I really like your outfit today." I was like, "Well, thank you." I was like, "Well, you also smell pretty good too." I was like, "Well, I'm wearing blue Chanel." So I was like, "Whoa, oh, that nice." That's pretty
What?
good. So like she was
Yo,
like one of those clipboard things. Like she was like telling me that what she do. Like she was like trying to like help like sponsor what's going on in the neighborhood and stuff like that. So really and like so basically I highly recommend wearing like some nice cologne as well. Because they also appealing to the women out there. And
damn,
there
bro.
was a
This. Hold on, bro. This is
oh yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Brother, you're telling. Okay, brothers. Let me break down my quiz comment right there. If that was too much for brothers to process, right? The brother said he was approached twice out of the blue by good-looking woman, Asian
on the
and
same
white, to
day.
tell on the same day to tell him that he dressed very well. In America, you can be a brother, you can dress the best in the world, and women will not compliment you because they feel like they're above you, they don't want to speak to you, and you're beneath them. In
Yeah,
Vancouver,
because
brothers, it's a
yeah,
whole different dynamic there, brothers.
yeah.
Again, my intel proven solid again. Once again, my intel is proven right. Carry on, brother.
Yeah, oh, it's interesting because like the whole Canadian trip, really surprised me because like it just right across the border, and I know it's a first world country as well, and it's a lot of you know so I mean, so pretty much like well, like it's to say it's similar as America, like the currency is high, like it's expensive as like here in America, so I was like, okay, now before I went out there, like I was getting like a lot of negative feedback from other black travel groups online saying like, why you going out to Canada? It's just similar as the United States, like you should take your money elsewhere so your money could go a lot more further. So like I don't know, yeah, have you noticed, but like there's a lot of American black men, that travel a lot of Latin countries. So they'll pretty much because like they want their money to go a lot more further. So that's why they travel out to those Latin countries. For me, like I've been to Latin America before. Like I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. It's just that I just don't go like the same places as a lot of these brothers go that's in these like black travel groups that's online. I just try
Okay,
like do
bro.
the opposite because like I want to like stand out to the crowd like when I'm in a foreign land
So, bro,
like
let me
so
come in here, brother. Brothers, what is going on with the likes? Brothers, please. Today is not the day for me to be angry. All right, please don't let me get frustrated. Why are over 50 people watching but only 35 likes? Again, lack of support on this channel is becoming a very prominent issue here, and I can go really harsh here and start clamping down on this like issue and this comment issue. Can we please get the likes up? Thank you, brothers. It's not hard. It's free. They don't charge for likes. Please support the channel. All right, brothers. So Marquise Hill, thank you, bro, for that insight there. Right. I want to
yeah.
touch upon the demographics of women that check for brothers the most. When you were in Vancouver, brother, who was it? White women that were checking for brothers the most? Was it black women checking for brothers the most? Was it Asian women checking for
Actually
brothers the most? Or was it
it
Arab
it
women?
it was like mostly like Asians and like mostly like white women because like like I was in Stanley Park and I was like working on an art project and I see like I was walking by like these like really like pretty much in shape, good looking like brothers, like that's walking around with these beautiful women. I saw a couple of brothers walking with Asian women, like mostly like white women as well. They are pretty like nice looking. So you don't gotta worry about like seeing brothers with like overweight women that's outside of their race. Not in Vancouver. I don't think that's like a thing that's going on there. So pretty much most of the interracial data that I saw there was like mostly like Asians and mostly like white women that was with black guys.
Damn, bro, you're telling me right in Vancouver you saw good-looking, top-notch women with brothers, and they were either Asian or white women in Vancouver. Is that true,
Yeah.
brothers? Oh,
Yes.
damn. And brother, when you say Asian, is it East Asian? Was it or is it Indian woman?
I think it was like Korean women, but like like I'll totally be honest with you, like a lot of these these Asian women that's in Vancouver like that's like brown, cinnamon, dark skinned, they already checking for dark skinned brothers as well because I was in Montreal and like I think this Asian chick she was from Calgary but like she used to live in Vancouver but like she moved to Calgary like for school and stuff like that. So I met her like in Montreal, like after I was getting done with my project. I was like, hey, so like me and her exchange information. So like the entire time, the rest of my trip in Canada, me and her was talking in the IG the entire time during the whole entire trip.
Damn, hold on, brother.
And like not only
Sh-
that, but like she wants to come visit me down in South Florida.
Damn. Oh my goodness, brothers, what did I tell you, man? It's a different world out there when you get your passports. I'm saving you, brothers, right now, man. God damn. Hey, yo, hold on, bro. Shout out to Seal987 for the $2 super chat. Classic stream in the making. Shout out IP and guest. Thank you, bro, for kickstarting the super chats and the cash app. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, Sewell. Yes, indeed. Oh, shout out to Truth 888 for the $20 super chat. Profit IP. Thank you, bro, for supporting the channel. It's much appreciated, bro. It means a lot to me, man. The hard work, right, I put in the last 5 years to get this channel to brothers. It means a lot to me, brothers. You mean a lot to me, brothers. Thank you so much for the support, brothers. Um, Marquise, right?
Yeah.
Can we speak about the vibe you felt in Vancouver, right? The woman,
Okay.
was it? Did you feel like women were just drawn towards you everywhere you went to, everywhere you walked? Was it like a
Yeah,
vibe
because like,
where,
okay, now this was interesting. Now this is the second night that I was in Vancouver where this situation happened. So I went during COVID time, COVID, Canada is dealing with a lot of COVID restrictions, so it's not a lot of stuff that's open right now. So, but like their stuff is open, but you just gotta go and find it, because of COVID, everything like that. So the no, the atmosphere is not itself right now because of coronavirus and everything. So everything is still shut down, but they still got some good spots that's open. So I was this is on a Sunday night, so I was like walking down Gastown, and I was like trying to find something to do, and I saw this this really nice bar, like this pub bar. It had a lot of mature people in that bar as well. So I highly recommend this bar. I forgot the name of it, but when I went there, there was they had women from Australia there, women from there, okay, now when I was walking there, some beautiful white woman, was really, was like checking me out right in front of her boyfriend. Her boyfriend
damn,
was laughing too. So I mean, but she said hey, because I dressed her pretty nice and everything like that. She was like, "Oh my God, you were such of a kind man." I was like, "Oh, thank you." So her boyfriend was laughing. They was laughing. So I got along with them pretty fine. And not only that, but they do got some expats, that's from Australia that lives there, like that's women there as well. So I met this Australia chick that's from Sydney, but she lives in Vancouver, and she also had a boyfriend as well. But she was talking to me the entire night, like everything, everything was going on pretty well. It was like a good environment. So so me and her exchanged information as well. So now when I was at this bar, I was getting compliments from several people that was in there saying that I was the best dressed guy in there. So
damn.
that's why I say I highly recommend invest more into your style. So I mean, because you will get a lot of compliments out there, you will people will look at you totally different, and people will respect you more just the way how you look. Now, this bar, this guy, it was his birthday. So everybody, everyone was celebrating his birthday. Like he's one of the best bartenders in town. So but he hangs around with a lot of actors. So he has a lot of clout and status. So after that the bar was closed and everything. So I met the actors and the Canadian actors that was out there. I got the information, so everything like that. So the guy, the bartender, right, that was his birthday. So he wanted to throw like an after party at a penthouse, in Vancouver. So I was like, so I met up with him. I met him. Said, hey, I'll let you know that I already your outfit tonight. You look really good. So I want you to come and stop by my penthouse for my after party. So he gave me the address. So when I went to to his penthouse, everything was lit. So I mean, that he brought girls that he met at the bar that brought him back with him. It was like a really nice time up in that penthouse. And actually, totally be honest with you, this was the second house party that I got invited to when I was in Canada the whole entire time. The first house party that I got invited to was Montreal, which I'll talk about that, you know, you know,
In a
at the
different stream.
at the next stream. So, well, like it was like a really nice time. I got along with them pretty well, so it was a pretty nice, environment.
Thank you, bro. So, bro, I want
Mhm.
to touch upon um the demographics there of brothers there. In Vancouver, did you see a lot of brothers there, or is it still a small amount of brothers there, but they're doing well with women there? Was it a lot of brothers there, or a small amount of brothers in Vancouver?
There was a lot of brothers there, but like most of them, they was like from Africa, or they was mostly like from from Canada as well. But like I didn't see a lot of American brothers that was there.
Mm.
Like so like I pretty much like I was like the only American brother that I know of that the people met there.
What about UK brothers?
UK brothers, uh, I haven't met any brother that was from the UK, but I'm pretty sure it's out there. But I haven't met them. Uh,
And that's why I tell that American brothers should go to Vancouver. You know, it's the same thing I've been saying. The American factor and you being a
yeah,
brother will make you stand out amongst other brothers.
yeah,
There's a whole bunch of African brothers there and Canadian brothers there, but you're an American. You got that American factor, that American swag. All right,
yeah.
damn. So on to my next question, bro. Um, can we speak about Jerome? Chill out, man. We know about Toronto. Don't swear on my channel, Jerome. Okay, I'm gonna put you on timeout. You're bugging out right now, okay, bro? What's going on with you brothers nowadays, man? Put you on
Okay.
timeout. Don't come up here typing in caps and swearing on my live stream chat. Chill out. All right,
It's
I got a
interesting
question
that
for
he
you.
met that he mentioned Toronto, which I'll talk about that in that stream as
Yeah. All right. So, bro,
well.
my next question for you is can we speak about the the femininity of Vancouver women? Do you feel like they were feminine or feminist based on your experience in Vancouver?
Oh, that was pretty feminine, like it wasn't no arm and a leg, trying to like trying to get to know him a little bit, like or like trying to like get close to him like that. So I mean, you're really like you'll find what you're looking for like when you in Vancouver. So like okay now like I was at this restaurant. It's expensive, but like, I was at this restaurant. Like had a lounge, lecture, a bar, and everything. So I ordered a steak dinner and everything. So like I I saw this Asian chick. Like this is the second Asian chick that I had met out there. Like oh, okay, so now she just came up to me out of nowhere, like when I was sitting down, like after I got like finished ordering my food and everything. So she would start talking to me, like, hey, hey, where you from? I was like, I'm from America. I was like, really, right, nice. So it was like a really good conversation going on. It's like she was the host at the restaurant. I didn't even know that she worked there because I haven't seen her when I walked in. It was like a different woman that was in the front that had checked me in. But like she said that she worked there, like she just came out of nowhere and started talking to me. I was like, so it was a really good conversation, good vibe and everything. I told her like, hey, you know, I really like the Montreal as well. So she was giving me intel about Montreal, like where you should go the next time you go out in Montreal. Check this place out. So like she was like really in tune in the conversation. So
Okay, bro. So you personally didn't get any feminist vibes from them, like, oh,
no,
I hate men, blah blah blah. Men should do
no,
this for me. No. Okay, bro.
no, not at all.
Fantastic, brother. When you were out there in Vancouver, in your opinion, were the women good looking? And before you answer that question, brother, everyone in live stream chat, please hit the like button. Again, the likes and views ratio is very low. And can someone please take timestamps? I would greatly appreciate it. In the meantime, hit the cash app, hit the super chat. This is another great video where you're getting golden intel. All right, thank you, brothers. To answer that question, bro, are they good looking out there in Vancouver? And who is the most good looking group of women out there in your opinion, bro? Oh,
Um, it's kind of hard. Okay, okay now, but like now, totally be honest with you, like the most better looking woman that was out there was the Asian chicks. For to be honest with you, and they like and they more friendlier than the Vancouver white chicks as well. But like the Vancouver white chicks are friendly, but like I see like the Asian chicks, that's in Vancouver, they're a lot more open up, more friendlier.
Okay, so across the board, good-looking women everywhere in
Hmm.
Vancouver, but you're saying particularly the Asian chicks. When you say Asian, are you referring to East Asian or the Indian chicks?
Um, East Asian, Korean, it's like,
Damn. Um, amongst the East Asian chicks, is it mostly Korean, Chinese, or Japanese women in Vancouver, or is it just mostly Chinese women? Speak on that, bro.
um, I say there's a mix of both. There's like, okay, mostly they was mostly like Korean, mostly the Asian chicks that I had met, and but like they do have some Chinese there from like Japanese as well. So yeah, I seen the crowd, but it's just but most of it like they look like they was like Korean a little bit because a lot of people a lot of people from Asia, they come to Vancouver and they invest a lot of property there. So that's why they raising the rent up in Vancouver because a lot of people from Asia is really invested in the property and stuff out there.
Damn, bro. And it's just crazy that you saw dime Asian chicks with brothers out in Vancouver.
Yeah.
You saw them everywhere, bro.
Mm. Yeah.
Damn, damn. All right. Next question for you, Marquise, is that
Mhm.
where are the best spots in Vancouver to meet women that are checking for brothers? I know you mentioned Gastown. Are there any
Yeah.
other places in Vancouver that you had success with the women there, bro?
Uh, yeah, I say Commercial Drive is pretty nice. I really like that a lot. Commercial Drive, and also what else? There's this other town that I recommend. It start with a Y. Okay, but
Yaletown.
Yaletown. Yeah, Yaletown. I recommend going there as well because that's where they mostly be at. Yaletown. So I recommend going there. And what else? I recommend going. Uh, oh, that's the Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of right now. Yeah.
So, brother, if a brother in the live stream chat wants to get a dime Asian chick, right? Where in Vancouver should he go to? What spots is he likely to get success with an Asian chick in Vancouver, based on what
Um.
you've
Uh.
seen?
Yeah. Pretty much. I say Youngtown. That's a pretty good area. It's like more. Laid back. Because like Gastown, they got a lot of it's a little stricted, but because they got like a homeless problem in Gastown a little bit. So if you want to get away from that area, I advise you go to Yaletown. So like because that area is more clean. So you'll meet a lot more Asian women there. And also
So,
okay now I went to this concert bar, right? And I met this this half Asian Eastern chick, she was a cougar, but she was like in her late 40s. She didn't look like she was in her late 40s. So I was just sitting there watching a concert at the bar, and she just like, hey, are you by yourself? I was like, yeah. You mind if me and my friend sit with you? I was like, yeah, sure. So we dancing, having a good time, take pictures with each other, and I started making out with her after I brought her a drink, so so it was pretty nice. So
brothers, man,
yeah.
you're getting golden intel here, brothers. Feel free to hit the Cash App. Feel free to hit the super chat to support this channel and the movement and this live stream chat. It'll be greatly appreciated, brothers. Um, Marquise, I want to speak to you about um spots in Vancouver to meet black women, white women, and the Persian women there as well, the Iranian chicks. Where can we meet those group of women in
Tho-
Vancouver?
oh, this group of women in Vancouver, um, I say just go to a bar what it was on, or maybe you could go to one of those bar lounges that you could just just sit in there it's more like a hub, just like the one I was telling you about when I met the actors and stuff. The guy that was doing the penthouse thing and stuff like that. So I recommend going bar pubs because it's more like a sit down lounge. You know, you could just like order drinks. You could sit down, talk to people, meet new people, and stuff like that. Because like the most of the people like like that I met in Vancouver, it was most like in a par lounge, like one of those lounges. So that's why I highly recommend going to places like that, or you can just like walk down the street, just approach them just like that, So you'll get some success.
What about the Persian chicks? Did you deal with them in Vancouver? The Iranian chicks, those kind of looking chicks. Did you come across them before in Vancouver, bro?
Uh, I haven't seen you. Oh, now okay, now I met these two Brazilian chicks that was in Vancouver. I met them when I was in Toronto, but they live in Vancouver. So, but they were just visiting Vancouver. But like they say, like hey, when you come to Vancouver, we're gonna make sure you have a good time. So I met up with them in Vancouver, not actually, but like they actually picked me up from the hostel that I was staying in their car, by the way. So like we drove down the street, like to like one of those restaurant bars. We sat there, we ate, we drank. It was like had a nice long conversation. It was a good time. Not only that, they invited me to go to San Diego with them one day as well.
Damn. Oh,
So
uh,
not only that, but like one of them is a lawyer, and one of them will work for Microsoft Windows. Just to let you know.
damn. How old were they, brother?
They was by like around like one that was like late 20s and one that was like early 30s. So because I'm in my early 30s as well, so that's why like the reason why I attracted them, just the way how I looked it, because I I was like dressing pretty nice. I presented myself pretty well. It was like a really good conversation. That's why I say like I highly recommend you invest more into your style because like because because like women like they look at you from feet down, and they start from all the way up. They look at you all the way up, see like you well put together. So,
Shout out to Derek Featherstone for the $99 super chat. Thank you, Derek. Much appreciated, bro. You are starting to become a regular supporter, and I appreciate that, bro. And I see that. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Um, brother, in Vancouver, would you say the majority of the women there across all races are pretty wealthy and rich? Would you say that, bro?
actually, yeah, because like now when I was in Stanley Park working on some project, when I was working on a project, I had met this woman like and her mother, but like this woman was like in her late 20s, and she's already making six figures a year in her early 20s. And like so I was like talking to her and everything like that. She was like showing me around, like talking to me about the city and everything like that. Like it's a really nice city and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah. So there is a lot of wealthy women, that lives in Vancouver, because Vancouver is not a cheap place to live. Like it's very expensive. Like if you're not making six figures, like there is no way that you can get your own place out there. So if you want to move out there, if any brothers wants to move out there, I highly recommend investing in like open up a management portfolio, and like open up some stocks, and like invest in the crypto if they really want like a really good like lifestyle, like in Vancouver, because like Vancouver is
Yeah,
not a cheap place, because like
yeah, it's expensive, and the women
yeah.
there are kind of well off, and it's crazy that these well off women are checking for brothers. It's a
Yeah.
different world when you travel, bro. Like you meet early 20s woman, mid 20s woman making good money,
Mhm.
showing brothers play, giving brothers play, you know,
Mhm.
and measures up. Dante, we gonna get you in the live stream in the future, bro. They're out there in Vancouver right now having a great time, you know. Shout out to
Mhm.
Sue0987 for the
Yeah.
$2 super chat. So, is it easy to get a sugar mom in Van City? Speak on that, bro.
Um. Okay, now, like a sugar mama. Okay, now, like the woman I was telling you about, that was like in her like late 40s. They got a divorce. So yeah, you'll meet a lot of them like out there, like but like they don't look like it. like and they like in their late 40s, but like because they well put together, they in shape, they take care of themselves. So, but like you can't really tell. But like if they tell you the age, you'd be very surprised. Like, wow, this girl isn't really like a dime piece, but like she doesn't look her age. I was like, what the- so like so that's why like when I met that cougar chick, like I was like, wow, I was like she doesn't look like she's like 46. I was like, okay.
Thanks for that, bro. Shout out
Hmm.
to Intellect for the $5 super chat. Trick or treating with my son and listening and supporting. Give me a Persian, East Asian, or East Indian Vancouver woman. Bro, when you were in Vancouver, were Persian, East Asian, and East Indian women giving brothers play based on based on what you saw, what you observed, what you heard, your experience? Were those three groups of women just loving brothers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like like one of the Asian chicks that approached me on the street, she was like East Asian, like like Indian. So like she was like more like had a like a dark skinned and like feature a little bit. And also like the Asian chick that I had met in Montreal, that lives in Calgary, that lives in Vancouver, that was from Vancouver. She was like she was like dark skinned as well. So like so yeah.
Never in America would an Asian chick approach a brother. That's
No,
literally very rare. That's more
no.
rarer. That's more rarer than actually seeing a real Pokemon in real life. That's how
Because
bad it
like
is.
like totally be honest with you, like this is actually my first time in my life that I experienced like an Asian woman that was like really interested in me. Because like because like when I was in my late teens and my like early 20s, I had never ever got any positive vibe or reaction from an Asian chick at all. I mean, but Asian chicks are beautiful, but like damn, but like they not showing me any attention. So I was like, when I got a little maybe older and started traveling around the world, then that's when the attention was starting to come.
And that's why brothers need to leave America. I'm gonna keep
Exactly. Yeah.
harping on. Leave your home country and start experiencing life with different, beautiful, feminine women.
Yeah.
Shout
Because
out to
like
neck of, go on, bro.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Carry
Because
on.
I just want to say that real quick. Like America is not the be all. It's not the all be all. Just to let you know, it's
Yes, indeed.
a huge world out there. Like
Thank you,
but
bro.
that's the
Shout.
reason why they okay now the reason why there's a reason why they call Canada a hidden gem. There's a reason why.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Neck of the Woods updated for the $5 super chat. I love this intel. And shout out to the guests on the podcast. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated for your support. Thank you, brother. It means a lot to me. Brothers, hit the cash app as well. Hit the super chats more. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, brothers. Um, Going on to my next question, brother.
Hmm.
Um, brothers are saying in live stream chat that in Toronto, Asian chicks check for them. But are they checking for UK brothers in Toronto? Will my accent be a bad thing for Toronto women, brothers in live stream chat, or would it be a good thing for those Asian chicks in Toronto? Speak on that, brothers. So, question for you, brother, is
Hmm.
body count. I think that's very important. In determining whether it's getting into a relationship with a woman worldwide. Do you feel that Vancouver women, based on how they treated you, based on what you see, do you think they're loose and therefore have a high body count, or are they conservative in terms of what they do? Speak on that, bro.
Okay, now the vibe that I got from them, like all the chicks that I had, all the Asian chicks that I met out there, they was pretty like conservative. They was like well spoken, they was like well dressed. So in my opinion, I say they were more like conservative. They will like pick together, like they will have a life like wealthy lifestyle. Wealthy life, income.
Okay. And does that translate to a low body count, or do you feel like because they're so open towards, they approach, they're very open, they would approach a man if they like. Do you feel like that can translate to a high body count, brother?
I say it translates to like a low body count because like from my opinion, the girl that has like the woman that has the high body counts, I say they the most like the stuck up ones. they the most the picky ones. Like when it comes like most like men. When it comes down that when it comes down to the high body count because or like a woman when she look at a guy she wants like a guy that that has big arms that's like over 6 foot. So like pretty much like for me I'm not over 6 foot. I'm only 5'10", and I was still getting a lot of negative yet not a positive reaction from the chicks out from the Asian chicks that was out there.
Okay, bro. Bro, can you speak about how what's it called? How those women were dressing out there in Vancouver. You said that they dress conservative there. How conservative? Is it wearing long skirts? Is it wearing jeans all the time? Are you saying that they're unlikely to wear mini skirts and short skirts? It's mostly like long skirts and long coats. Speak on that, bro.
I mean, yeah, they was like wearing like long coats or something like that. They was like wearing like these nice, pretty, sexy high heels. Like these regular like shiny high heels. Like well put together. There was like well fitted pants. You know yeah, and like really like a shirt that that covers their top and everything like that.
Okay, thank you, bro. I
Hmm.
love it when a woman wears a long coat. I love it. Long hair, long coat,
Yeah,
some nice
because like
heels.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
because like the Asian chick that approached me on the street, like she was wearing a long coat, and I was wearing a long coat as well. So that's why she approached me saying that, hey, I like your outfit. So,
Yeah, I'm telling you, brothers, put one in the chat if you like women that wear long coats. I don't know, there's something about it that just makes me feel good, when I see it, man. Like, damn girl, like you dressing fine, like long coat. You can see a bit of her legs when she walks down the street. She's got heels on, nice long hair. She's looking fine as a mofo.
yeah, yeah,
I love that,
yeah,
man.
because like okay now the long coat, can the long coat that I got is a camel coat. So the camel coat is more versatile, like than all the coats. Because like when I was walking down Vancouver, I seen a lot of women that had camel coats on as well. Like they like really like wearing like Chuck Taylors, like or like high heels, like Chelsea boots is with the zip up, on the side of the boot. And so it was like pretty nice looking
Brother,
because yeah.
did you feel any animosity towards you by men of other groups when you were in Vancouver? Did you get any looks, any hate? Because obviously your brother, well put
Hmm.
together, women like what they see. Did you get that any kind of animosity like that, bro?
Totally be honest with you, no. I didn't get any like negative vibe when I was out there from anybody. Like the only negative thing that I can say about Vancouver and Canada in general was pretty much just the COVID restrictions. That's about it. But other than else, everything was like spot on. Like everything was like fine. Like that's why I was like, wow, I was like so impressed about the whole trip because like I haven't met no rude or disrespectful Canadian when I was out there. Like and this is the first trip that I actually took like internationally that I met a lot more locals because like
Thank you,
most of the
bro.
time, like when I was like during like my previous travels before this one, like I met a lot more people in the hostel because the reason why I stay in hostels is because like it's a lot cheaper and it's easy to meet people. So that's the reason why. But like most of those times, I met more people in the hostel. But this time, like I didn't meet nobody really in the hostel because like Canada's doing a lot of COVID restrictions, like social distancing. You gotta stay in like in your group one spot. You can't like walk around and like in a restaurant or bars without no mask on. So but like that's what. But I still met a lot more people. But like most of the people that I met was like out in the street, and most
Okay,
of those
bro.
people was like locals.
All right, brother. Um, do you consider Vancouver women wifeable? And although I
Oh,
say don't wife a woman from the West, right? You need to understand that Vancouver is an international city. Most of the women there, a lot of them come from different countries. They're literally foreign people in Vancouver living there. Probably bought an expensive home, so they're wealthy. living a good life, but they're from Iran, South Korea, Japan, whatever country, right? Would you consider Vancouver women wifeable, or should we just are they just for fun for the streets? What's your thoughts about that, brother?
Oh, they're pretty much like wife material a lot. I highly recommend it. Because like I said, like they nice and friendly. That's why I said I told you like I met a chick that was like that they used to live in Vancouver, but like she lives in Calgary, and also so I highly recommend like you know Vancouver women are like our wife material. So and also yeah, there was another Asian chick I forgot to mention. I had met her in Montreal, but like she used to live in Vancouver, and like she was like real nice and friendly, like everything like that. So yeah, so like I highly recommend like like and also like they will down to earth. They will love to talk to you about anything, like no matter what. Like it doesn't matter what the situation is because like the Asian chick that I had met in Montreal that used to live in Vancouver, she was like really open up like like fast like like oh like or really like how was your that's why I said like she was like asking me questions that that like the average woman wouldn't ask me when I first met her like especially not back in the States as well. I was like wow, okay, wow, this is interesting, like this girl is really interested.
Damn. Thanks for that, brother. Shout out to Intellect. Brother, you know when you were in Vancouver, did you see women of all ages with brothers? So I'm talking like early 20s, mid 20s, particularly that age range. Did you see them with brothers? Young women with brothers? A lot of them with brothers.
I mean, they looked pretty young, you know. With like you talking about like the Asian chicks, that's like the age limit with them, or like the brothers, because like when I seen like the couple, like they looked pretty like a young couple when I was
Thank you,
out there.
bro. That's what I want to hear. I'm right now, early 20s, mid 20s chicks. That's what I'm interested in. Not sure about brothers in live stream chat, but I love that range. Shout out to Intellect for the $5 super chat. I'm bougie myself. Chelsea boots, mock
Yeah,
neck and turtlenecks, button ups,
yeah.
slacks, pea
That
coats, non BW, eat it up like fish in a barrel.
yeah. Okay, now
That's
what
a
what he
brother
just
right
said
there,
right there.
man.
Yeah, what he just said. That's exactly what I was wearing. I was wearing Chelsea boots. I was wearing a turtleneck, a button-up shirts, slacks. I was wearing like Oxford shoes. You see these black Oxford shoes like from Allen Edmonds. So they was for
Awesome. Thanks for that, bro. Shout out to
yeah.
Mr. Derek Taylor, the legend. How you doing, Derek? That's my brother right there. Shout out to Derek Taylor for the $25 super chat. Respect to IP and guest. Are the women fit? And what are the best pubs to visit? My boys and I are headed there in January. Speak on that, brother. So two questions for
Oh,
you, brother. First one, are the women fit? Second one, what's the best pubs and club to visit? Break it down, bro.
okay, now the women that are very fit. Because they they work out a lot. They go to the gym. I seen a lot of like women that was like bike riding like in Stanley Park because like I highly recommend visiting Stanley Park if you really like nature. Because like Stanley Park is very beautiful, very beautiful. So I highly recommend going there. If you want like a nice bike ride and everything. Like, cause I seen that's where I saw the most like interracial couples at. They was like holding hands, just walking past, like just walking down the aisle. Walking down the path of Stanley Park, and now the best bars now the best bars and stuff like that. They got some rooftop bars you can go to. I highly recommend this bar called like Black Plus Blue. That's that's what I had my steak dinner at. When I met this Asian chick. That was the host there. So I highly recommend like that place a lot. And totally being honest with you, like most of the like the nightclubs in Vancouver is like kind of like temporarily closed right now because of the pandemic. But but they have this nightclub called Levels, So I highly recommend going there. So like pretty nice vibe.
Thank you, bro. And are the women fit in terms of going to the gym, having nice bodies, sorry. No fat women, obviously no obese women. Did you see it? Were they fit, bro?
Oh yeah, it's fit. They was like spot on. Like, because like, because like that's why I say I was like, wow, they do got pretty gorgeous women here. Like, I have never seen when I was out there, I didn't see any overweight chick when I was out there. Totally be honest with
Ooh,
you. I'm not
not even
exaggerating.
one?
So not one. But like they was all fit, like, in shape. Okay. Even the black chicks was like good in shape. Because I met this chick that was from Jamaica, like, this black chick. But like, it was at a bar that I had met her at, but I forgot the name of the bar. It's in gas, like, but it doesn't close until like, 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So but like, I could find the name of it, like I will like post it just to make sure. But like, but like it's a but the women out there, like, they are really fit, like, stomachs and everything, like,
Fantastic, bro.
yeah.
Um, what you saw out there, was social media a problem amongst the women? Were women on the social media apps all the time? Did you see average women with thousands of followers like in America?
hmm
Was that a problem in general with social media?
Um, I didn't notice it, but like, but they do smartphones out there, but like, I'm pretty sure they do have social media, like, girls that's out there, but like, totally be honest with you, I haven't noticed much about that situation.
Okay, thanks for that, brother. Next question for you, bro, is did you feel like they were submissive Vancouver women based on your interactions with them? Did they give off that submissive vibe, or no? Speak on that, bro.
Submissive vibe. Um, uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like, it's like a hit and miss, Well, like, that's why I say, like, I haven't, like, really, like, seen, like noticed it a little bit, but like, but it's probably out there. But like,
Okay, so the woman there, in your opinion, was submissive. Okay, thanks for that, bro. Next question for you, brother, is online dating. Did you use it out there, brother, to your advantage? If so,
uh,
what apps do you recommend?
um, totally be honest with you, like, I don't do online dating. That's not really my thing. And the reason why I don't do online dating because like I like to meet a person face to face, you know, because I'm kind of old school, so I'm used to people that what I see when I meet them the first time. Like I don't believe in online dating, like meet somebody online and then I don't believe in all that. But they do got some online dating out there, but like I don't use it, but like but I'm pretty sure that is out there.
Okay, bro. Thank you, brother. So how were you meeting women mostly, brother? Um,
Out in the street.
okay. And did you do cold approaching as well?
Yes, like I told you, like this is the first trip that I've been on that I had met. I met a lot of locals
Okay.
that I had to met on the street. So I had to do a lot of cold approaching when I was out there, like
A-
when
And
I
what
was in
was your
Canada.
success rate with your cold approaching? What was your success rate?
My success rate, I say, from the scale 1 to 10, I was on. It was like a 9. You know,
A nine.
yeah, a 9. Yeah. So,
Damn.
but like I had to take 1 point off because like I said like remember like Toronto, you know, you know, it's like America. So that's why I had to take 1 point off because of Toronto. But I will talk about that in that stream.
Different stream.
So okay,
So,
so
bro,
like,
you speak about your success rate in Vancouver only. Forget about Montreal and Toronto. What was your success rate in cold approaching in Vancouver only?
um yeah, I give it a 9 because like I met like because I got invited over to two different people's houses when I was in Vancouver. Now, one, it was the penthouse party. The second I got invited over to somebody's house in Vancouver was a guy that I had met there. Like he's an artist as well. So like, like I met up with him. I met him in the park. We exchanged like a lot of numbers. So I mean, I got a lot of phone numbers when I was like, in Canada as well. So like, but like, like in Vancouver, like, I got a lot of like social media, like a lot of like IG information and everything like that. So like, so like I met up with the guy and everything like that. Me and him, like, we went to this like, this Indian bar, this Indian restaurant. I highly recommend that place. But I know the name of it, but like I had to go on my IG and find out what's the name of it. But I highly recommend it. It's a really nice restaurant. So me and him was like having a good time talking and everything like that. So he invited me up to his apartment. You know, his apartment is very nice. He got a very nice view of the city where he lives at in his apartment. Like he lives in a very luxury apartment, so it's a pretty nice, but like it's expensive. So like I think he's like an engineer electrician. You know how like the street lights. How you design the transformer, how the street lights come on. You know what I'm talking about? Or
Yeah.
he designs that for a living, and he
Okay.
makes a lot of money doing that. So that's why, like, he's able to afford that apartment. But that apartment that he's living in is about 2K a month now. There's just the rent that he's paying. Like 2K a month is just the rent that he's paying. Like I don't know what his monthly expenses are, but like it was really nice.
So, brother, your code report success rate is very high, and I'm definitely impressed and happy about that. How do you
Hmm.
code approach women in general? Particularly, how were you doing it in Vancouver? Was it simply walking up to them face to face, or if they walk past you, going back, tapping them on the shoulder and telling them, "Hey, how's your day going? You look nice." How was your method of code approaching, and what did you say, brother? Break it down for us bit by bit.
Okay, now, totally be honest with you, like a lot of them approach me because the way how I dress, and I just like initiated and engaged like the conversation to go like more further. So that's how I did it. But like most of the time, I was like, hey, I just told like, hey, I'm kind of lost a little bit. Like, where this place is, what this place is. He's like, yeah, just go that way, just go that way. Like, I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, so or I just break it down just like that, and I just like start from there. You know,
Okay, thanks for that, bro. Yeah, I love that the classic "Hey, I'm lost. Can you show me around?" They start speaking to her. Oh, you're from
yeah,
here, blah blah blah. That's
yeah,
yeah, you're a smart brother. Yep, yep. I do that all the time.
yeah.
Um,
So,
Next question for you, brother, is STDs and STIs. Is that a problem in Vancouver? From what you've heard from the locals, what you've read, what you've seen, what you
um,
met, was that a problem?
um, totally be honest with you, I don't know nothing about that. I really don't know. But like, like okay now, like I said, Gastown, like they have a lot of homeless people out in the area. It's kind of like strict a little bit. So like, there's a lot of like, drug activity going on at like in Gastown. So I highly recommend like, avoid certain areas that where you in Gastown because like dude they do have a lot of restricted homeless people out in that area. So I highly recommend like it all depends on like where you are in Gastown. Like you'll see a lot of homeless people on the street, stuff like that. And also like okay now I think this is the day before I left Vancouver. Okay, now, well, now, okay, now I was at the train station because I was trying to like catch the train from the city to the airport because like if you catch the train from the city to the airport, it's a lot more cheaper than the actual Uber. So like so this like this beautiful, gorgeous white chick came up to me. He was like, hey, you need help with anything? I was like, hey, Mer, I told you, I was like, hey, I'm kind of lost a little bit, so I don't know the city. I'm not from here. I'm just trying to like, how can I get to the airport a lot faster? I'll say, hey, you just like catch this train and I catch the L and you just go up there and everything like that. I was like, okay, cool, thank you. I was like, yeah, so she's like, actually, do you need anything else you want me to help you with? I was like, yeah, sure. She was just a random chick that was on the street. Like, she saw me looking at the board, so she wanted me, like, she assuming that I needed help, which, like, I did. So, So it was pretty nice. So the people out there, the women out there are very friendly, like the good looking ones as well. So,
Thanks,
but
brother.
like, you just gotta like, initiate and engage in the conversation if you want to go a little bit more further.
Okay, thanks, brother. Shout out to Sewell987 for the $5 super chat and another super chat from the legend Sewell, a regular supporter. Thank you, brother. Like you, bro, I'm an entrepreneur. The Vancouver chicks got money, but are they down to help you build and add and elevate to your goals and purpose? Speak on that, brother.
Well, well, yeah, because like I had met this chick when I was in Stanley Park. Like she was telling me that hey, because I'm an artist, she was telling me she know this other local artist as well. So like hey, you should go out there, you should meet him before you leave Vancouver, something like that. So I mean, whatever you into, like if you like acting or stuff like that, I'm pretty the women, they will help you. If you really want it, if you need the assistance, if you want to get further, they will help you.
Thank you, bro. Uh, Brother, you said Vancouver is expensive. How much was the food there in general? Was the food expensive as well? Was the water expensive? Was buying snacks expensive, brother? Speak on that, bro.
Um, uh, I say that yeah, it's it's like the food like it starts like I think like $40 and up to like to 150 or something like that. Like the drinks, like but they do got some like some average prices like that's like $30 or something like $20 or like $9. It all depends on where you are in Vancouver. But like if you go more like in the downtown, like where the skyscrapers are and stuff like that, you're gonna experience like higher prices like around in the $50 range and stuff like that. And like
That's
and
for
I say like
going out. That's for like going out to like eat
yeah,
burgers, chips. But instead of
yeah.
like just buying normal food, like a sandwich or like some McDonald's, some like water, is that
hmm
expensive or is that like normal price?
Oh, that's normal price. You don't
Okay.
gotta worry about that. That's like normal prices. But like if you want to like go out, eat, or like catch an Uber, you're gonna have to like give up some money. Like for
Even
sure.
an Uber is expensive down there.
Yeah. Like I say yeah because like I was like I think because like from the airport it was like $44 from the airport until if you want to get to the city, the airport. So the Uber is
And
like
how long was
$44,
that?
but like,
Was
but
that
how
like
long? How
40?
long was the ride? I think
Yeah.
it was like about like a 45-minute ride or something like that. I think of like a
Yeah.
30-minute ride
Okay.
for $44. But like, and like and like the U.S. dollar is a lot more higher than the Canadian dollar, but not that far.
Mm.
So so basically like I do really in Canadian dollars $44, but in the US dollar it's like 32 dollars, I think.
Okay, thank you, brother. Shout out to Uncommit Goodbar, the legend, for the $10 Canadian super chat. Good evening, my fellow kings from Vancouver. What's up, bro? I know you're having a great time living like a king in Vancouver. Hopefully you call in to the show later on, brother. Be much appreciated, bro. Shout out to Uncommit Goodbar, Mr. Sean Davis, the legend. Next question for you, brother, is are Vancouver women materialistic from what you've seen, what you heard, and what you experienced?
Materialistic. Uh yeah, I say so. Yeah,
Yeah, like wearing designer clothes and everything. Yep.
yeah, 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 yeah. But like yeah, but like they I told like they dress like conservative. So I mean but like
Oh
they not like out the bad like Gucci like Prada. They not crazy with like with the designer stuff, but they do dress pretty nice there. So,
okay, bro. Next question for you is when you go on a date with a Vancouver woman, who pays for the date? Is it 50-50? Are you as a man expected to pay for everything? Or do you split the bill? Or will she actually pay for it? You know, what was your experience of that, brother, and what you've seen, heard, and observed in Vancouver?
I say it's like 50-50, or it's all depends on like the environment. Like like if the date is going pretty well, Maybe she'll pay for it. Like maybe y'all split the bill, or maybe you could pay for it. Like it all depends on like the environment, you know, of how the date and how the date night is going.
Okay, bro. How was the nightlife there in Vancouver in general? And did you have a great time there? And was it also a spot for you to meet women? But in general, was the nightlife crazy? Was it enjoyable? Speak on that, brother.
Oh yeah, I say the nightlife is pretty good out there. Like it's a lot. That's why I say like Gastown, I highly recommend there. Commercial Drive, they have a lot going on there too. And yeah, there's yeah, I had a really nice good time like in those areas. That's why I say that bar pub that had mentioned like earlier like in the review. Like they used to that when I had met the actors and stuff like that, that's in Gastown. So I highly recommend, like in that area, that's where like most of like everybody's at, like in Gastown.
Brother, apart from those clubs and bars you mentioned earlier on to meet women, what's the best places to meet good-looking Vancouver women that check for brothers? Is it certain coffee shops? Is it certain malls in Vancouver? Is it parks? Speak on that, bro.
I say parks. Um, I say like around like like neighborhoods like like downtown. So I highly recommend like going like downtown. So like around in that area, around like Yatown, like because that's where downtown is like or the most. So I highly recommend the area, because like anywhere in Vancouver, like you could like they pretty much like checking for us, like if you just well put together, like if you look like you take care of yourself.
Okay, brother. And what's the ratio of women to men in Vancouver? Is it more women than men? Is it more men than women? Or is it 50-50 based on what you saw?
Um, hmm, I say I say they have a lot more women there,
Oh,
because like yeah, but like there's a lot of men too, but like I say there's a lot more women there because like the most of the people that I had met there were like females. So
okay, brother. Thanks for that. In your trips in Vancouver, did you hear the N word being used uh, towards you or out in the open at all?
oh, hold on, say that again.
So, in your trip to Vancouver, did you hear anyone or people say the N word towards anyone, saying it towards you or out in the open? Was the N word used in any shape or form?
Oh no, that was not you know a problem at all. No, I didn't experience any of that. That's why I said like I have experienced like any negative reaction or any negative vibe from anybody when I was out there. Like everything was like
Okay,
spot on. But like that's why I was like surprised about the city because like I was like wow, like and I met this old guy when I was out there too. Um, like I think he was like 65 or something. He actually brought a painting from me as well. Uh, so like he had his niece there and everything. So like me and him I got his number. We had like a really nice time. Like he was like show me around in the city. Like oh, we got palm trees, we got like apple trees, we got like banana trees, we got like pineapple trees. So like he was like showing me around the city. Like I was like wow. I never expected Vancouver to have so much stuff in like in one city like that. So it was like pretty interesting. I was like wow. So yeah.
thanks for that, bro. Next question for you is should brothers travel alone or in a group to Vancouver?
You could travel alone, man. That's why I said like for me it was like completely success. You know. That's why I said you walking to travel alone, like you don't gotta worry about nobody trying to rob you or trying to stick you up or anything like that. Like you would have an amazing time. You could go in a group as well, but I say solo. If you travel solo, you'll have more like interesting more like vibe,
And brother, you
out of the
traveled
trip.
alone, right?
Yeah, I travel on everywhere. I went.
There you go. This has been a great stream so far, Mr. Marquise. Thank you, brother, for dropping
Mm-hmm.
valuable intel regarding your experience in Vancouver. Last question from me before I open up the phone lines.
Hmm.
You felt safe there in Vancouver completely, right? You didn't feel any harm, any fear. When you were walking out at night, did you feel safe as well, brother?
Yeah, like Vancouver is very safe. That's why I say I highly recommend going there because, I really want to go back and visit when all this COVID restrictions is over. Because I want to actually because the city is not itself right now because they did a lot of COVID restrictions, but once it's over, that's when the city's gonna come more alive. People gonna be out
Even
there.
at night, brother, did you feel safe as well walking at night
Yeah,
after going
because
to the clubs?
when I was walking down the street, that's how I got around the most because the city is walking distance. You could get from point A to point B, like you know, anywhere in Vancouver. But
Okay,
you do have to catch an Uber if you want to get farther into the city. I say Richmond, you had to catch an Uber to get there, or if you want to go farther up North Vancouver, you had to catch an Uber. But anywhere in the central area in the central city part, you could just walk anywhere. You don't have to worry about nothing. I see the homeless people they kind of stay to themselves out there, so they not gonna come off aggressive to you. They not gonna bother you. They kind of stay to themselves.
okay. Thank you, brother. This has been great. Um, Great stream, brother. Um, Before I open up the phone lines, brother, do you have anything else you want to add that I've missed?
Um, hmm. No, not at all.
Okay, thanks for that, brother. All right, brothers, please feel free to support the channel for the Cash App Super Chat. It's been a great stream so far. When you call in, please be respectful towards our guest here. Any disrespect will result in a permanent ban. I mean that. I don't care who you are, it will be a permanent ban. So please don't make me make that decision. Okay, just be respectful. Watch your words, watch what you say, watch your tone. On my channel, we respect each other as brothers. Marquise, do you want to go for a quick break, get some water, get some food? Because we may go on for a bit more time, brother. So I'll give you a minute or two for you to get water. Or do you want to carry on just straight, bro? It's up to you.
I get somewhere real quick. Uh,
All right, bro. Okay, what? Go on, bro. We'll wait for you, brother.
all right.
So while he gets some water, brothers, please support the channel. Here's Yeah, go on, bro. Get your water, bro. Don't worry. We'll be here, brother. So, brothers, feel free to call in. No trolling. Hit the likes up as well, brothers. If you're new and have not liked the video, hit the like button. If you're a new viewer to my channel through this stream, brothers, can you please subscribe? And when you subscribe, press notification bell to always, so you never miss a post, upload, a live stream from me. Um, let's go, brothers. Call in. Um, before you call in, brothers, join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is an incredible source of information here. High value males are in this Facebook group. Tony, Theo, J Bones, Thomas. You can speak to them. Join the Facebook group. Follow me on Twitter and send me a DM. I need your tweets and likes to push out the movement, and I will definitely speak to you through my DMs on Twitter regarding anything that's on your mind. Last but not least, brothers, I'm also on Instagram as well. So follow me on Instagram, send me a DM. I will give you a call. I had a few good calls today with some subscribers, on IG and Twitter. That was great. So fantastic. And if you brothers have sent through your Facebook requests and you have no AVI of yourself, no profile picture of yourself, I will not accept you because that's how trolls get in. To prove that you are not a troll, can you please put your profile picture on your Facebook profile picture? Then I will accept you. Once I accept you, you are free to change your profile picture. I need to know that I'm not accepting trolls on my channel, okay, brothers? Thank you. And of course, brothers, support me through the Cash App. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's 3 a.m. over here in the UK, so I need your support, brothers. So here you go. Here's the Cash App again. Support what I do, and I will greatly appreciate it. Cash App, super chat, like, subscribe. Dante, Extreme Measures. I see you, brothers. We're gonna have that live stream in the future, but don't give away too much, brothers. But I see you, brothers. Hold up. Shout out to Power X for the $499 super chat support. Yes, support me, brothers. Please support what I do. I've been at this for 5 years now, since 2017. 2017, giving you brothers the classics, right? I had a call today with Eric Gurno. He told me I changed his life. That meant a lot to me. That meant a lot to me, right? I nearly broke down in tears right there, brothers. I'm joking, but honestly, that touched me, man. I was like, damn, my channel is saving brothers' lives, and that means a lot to me. So I'm gonna keep pushing out the movement, keep putting out content for brothers, and we're gonna get this, man. Let's get it. Dante, Guerno, Extreme Measure. I see you, brothers. What's up, brothers, man?
What's going on?
What's going on, bros?
What's going on? What's good, man?
What's good, brothers, man? You're in Vancouver right now. No, first and foremost, brothers, how's your health? Are you brothers okay? You looking after yourself?
Great.
Good, man.
Water.
I'm doing really good.
Wonderful, brothers. Love it to hear that. So you're in Vancouver right now, yeah?
Yep.
Having a great time?
Ooh. Oh. Yes, we are. I can speak for both of us on that one. We are.
And everything that Marquise Hill has said is correct, right?
Marquise, salute.
Yeah.
Damn. It's crazy, brother.
I want to mention. Can I mention one thing real quick here?
Go on, brother. Of course.
Marquise, I love how you stressed build yourself up, get yourself, build yourself up, take care of yourself and everything, and when you really focus on that and you bring that to BC, everything he was saying was on point. I just loved how you stressed that, brother. So all the brothers out there listening, serious, build yourselves up. Don't come with the mentality of I'm just gonna go, I can be whatever, look whatever, not really put a lot of value into myself and just go grab and get the results that we're talking about. I appreciate you mentioning that, brother.
Yeah, so that's why I say, look like you well put together, like you take care of yourself, and you will get a lot of positive reaction from the women out there as well, because I noticed that a lot, because I told you, I highly totally invest into your style, because they pretty much they pay attention to that, not just the woman in Vancouver, but all over the world, they look at you, because
Fantastic, brothers. Man, I don't want to grow you guys on your Vancouver trip this year. We're gonna have that live stream in the future very soon. But do you have any questions for Marquise Hill, either Dante or Extreme Measures?
Where did you ever go to Grainsville?
Greensville.
Sorry, brothers. There's background noise.
I was in the area.
Hold on, brother.
I was in the area. That's why,
there's background noise. I heard background noise somewhere. Did you hear that?
It's not coming over here.
Marquise Hill, is there any background noise on your end? It's like some TV that's turned on or something.
Oh, sorry. That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
You actually how I went to Gainesville? Yeah. I was actually in the area. They got that that dome that looks like a golf ball.
Exactly.
That's why I went there. I went to that area. It's a pretty nice area. That's why I was talking about that that cougar chick that I had that So it was in that area. That's why it's called the Roxy Bar or something like. It's called ROXY.
Yeah,
it's called, and it's CARBEERT. That's what it's called. That's what I figured.
No, I know what you're talking about. I saw that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I highly recommend that place. That's you can meet a lot of people there. They have local Canadian bands that play there. It's like $6 entry.
Uh-huh.
And it's like because like the reason why they charge $6 a fee there because like they want to to support the live band that goes on
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
Canada. So that's why they do that. So
Right. Okay, yeah, because I was over there for a minute. I mean, when did you say you left Vancouver? I'm sorry, when were you there and when did you leave?
I was there October 2nd from October 9th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And you said a lot of things were already still closed out there?
Well, that's why I said the nightclubs, there was some of them that was closed because of COVID and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because there are some areas that's open that
Right.
that's not really that doesn't have COVID restrictions.
Right.
Because that's why I said at Gastown, I was at a bar. There was a guy's birthday, one of the bartenders,
Mhm.
they ain't had no COVID restrictions laws there. You could pretty much walk all around the bar without the mask on. But I forgot the name of it though. But I highly recommend that bar though.
No, you're
Okay.
right, because it wasn't to its full potential. You're absolutely right. It was still.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I meant it's not at its full potential right now.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
once the COVID restrictions is all erased, that's when the city is gonna come more alive. That's what
Sure. Well, what surprised me, even though it was on a COVID restriction, for how lively it was.
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
the city the crowd is still out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's out,
Yeah.
but it's just that when you go inside in public places, it's just that you got to stay in the one spot.
Yeah.
It's get up and go to the next, to the next table or something like that. But if you want to walk around, you got to put a mask on or something like that. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I even went to a club and I forgot what the bar was, but it was like a bar/club, and they allowed dancing. But after a while, they were like, "You got to put on your mask." It was just like, well, you were cool with it from the start that we didn't have to use a mask, but now you're saying we do. I mean, it was fine. I didn't really care. It was still lit, but I thought that was kind of interesting.
I heard that they are erasing the COVID restrictions across Canada. Is that true?
Okay.
They are. When they gonna start doing that?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I thought that. I mean, yeah, it was pretty. It's for the how restricted it is. It was still pretty active. I mean, I really wasn't expecting how active it was. So I can only imagine.
That's why I say That's why I say it was still the city still had a lot going on.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I forgot to mention. There was a movie that was being filmed in Vancouver, 2 blocks down from my high school.
Okay.
In Gastown, Jennifer Lopez, and have you watched Power?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I don't.
They are out in Vancouver right now together, filming a movie for Netflix. So I was walking. I was okay. So I was kidding because I told you in the earlier in the stream, I told you I had met a few actors that was Canadian actors that was at a bar in Gastown. So one of the actors, one of the brothers that was an actor, he was telling me that he played in a Toni Braxton biopic, her little brother or something like that. So he was telling me that hey, 80%, from 2001, from 2010, most of the American movies were shot in Vancouver. That's what he was telling me. But
oh wow,
he was telling, yeah. So he was saying that Jennifer Lopez and the guy that Omari Hardwick, the guy that played Ghost in Power, he was both of them are out here right now shooting a movie right now. I was oh really? I was yeah. I was DJ Lo. He's yeah, DJ Lo. I was the big booty J Lo. I was yeah, both of them are out here
And
right now.
didn't you say
filming a movie
that's what
I think
I'm sorry.
Marquis said that he met someone as well that was pretty famous on a TV show, right? Was it on the Flash TV show or the Arrow?
I think it was called Legends of Tomorrow. It was one of the have you heard of that?
Yeah.
No.
Well, he plays one of the superheroes. That's he was like, cause like he brought me like, like a glass of whiskey and like 2 shot glasses. So I mean, so like it was like a very friendly vibe bar. Like, I met like, cause like, it's kind of interesting because like they don't have paparazzi in Canada, because I was like, what the hell? I was like, okay, oh, okay, I was like, so I'm hanging out with these guys that's making 6 figures a year, and like, and they just getting treated like regular people. But like,
yeah, that's
back in the U.S., like, if you see a famous person, like there's paparazzi all over the place, like, so I just found that kind of interesting. I was like, wow. I was like, so I'm hanging around with famous people, like, and just getting treated like regular people. So I mean,
all right, hold on, brothers, real quick. I got 2 super chats, real quick, brothers. Shout out to Delane Isaac for the $5 super chat. He says, "What do you need to get into Vancouver as an American? I have my vaccine card. I'm looking to go in a week or so. Can anyone speak on that, real quick?"
Yes.
Go ahead, bro. You need the vaccine card. Make sure it's dual, and your passport. I don't know if you're driving in, and if you know about the Nexus card, you can come in with the Nexus card. If you don't have the Nexus card, just make sure you have the vaccine, your proof of your double vaccination, and your passport. That'll get you in. November the 2nd, brothers, is when they're going to ease restrictions on both sides of the border for Canada. So the Americans can come up, Canadians can go down without any restriction. Just as long as you have your proof of double vax. From that point, I heard the BC government is now going to start they're going to do it in stages. They're going to do it in stages as far as with easing restrictions. Okay, so hopefully by January, February, those restrictions will be down to like stage 3 or whatever. But it's starting to ramp up. I hear what y'all brothers are saying. Wait till this thing start ramping up, man. You're gonna see this shit. It's gonna come off live, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Go on, bro.
Extreme.
Extreme. Go on, bro.
Yeah. And I just want to add one last thing about the requirements. Also, too, not only do you need to be double vaccinated, but you need to also take a PCR test.
No, you don't. Not at November the 7th. After that, you don't have to have
a
PCR test.
Okay.
Yeah,
because we had to do that.
Yeah, Stan, like like I saw your comment. Like you said they was going to erase that. Yeah.
Okay.
I got another super chat, brothers. Shout out to Intellect for the $10 super chat. I can't get on, but can confirm the fashion/wardrobe part. Non-BW love that sophisticated, classy, well put together look. If the community is calling you square, lame, etc., you're doing something right.
All right.
Oh man, facts. All right, thanks for that, brothers. Welcome, Sean Davis. Lovely to see your
What up,
face
Sean?
here, what up, Sean? Sean, is everything Marquise is saying correct? Like in terms of the woman checking for brothers that heavy across, even Asian chicks are approaching brothers in Vancouver. Never brothers. That's mind blowing for brothers right there.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. He's right about it. He's on point. Like I said, like I told you guys, I said, man, y'all dress on point, carry yourself well, you'll eat well here, man. I'm telling you. These females here take good care. You eat well here. I'm telling you, man. And he's right. Out in Richmond, that's where they're a lot of them. They're all over, but the heaviest part of the Asian are out in Richmond. That is where a lot of them stay out at. But they're all over the city. But you can go into Richmond, like I said, you can go into Richmond and go in certain parts of Richmond, and all you'll see is the Asian community and Chinese and Japanese or whatever, and think you in Hong Kong somewhere. I'm serious, man. And you guys, I'm surprised you didn't catch the SkyTrain. I know you got Uber here, but you got the SkyTrain. A SkyTrain can take you downtown, take you all over the city.
That's what I told you. There was like a gorgeous white chick that had approached me at the train station. She said, "Hey, are you lost or something?" She was like, "Show me on the maps." Like, "Hey, you can catch the SkyTrain to the airport." Like, because like I didn't want to catch the Uber because like the Uber was expensive from to the airport. So I wanted to get to the airport a lot more cheaper. So that's why I was like, that's what she was telling me. All you gotta do is catch the SkyTrain. Let's go right here, go right here, go right here. I was like,
Yeah.
so she was like really, appropriate, respectful. I was like very friendly. I was like, and say, Shay, is there anything else you want me to help you with? I was like, no, I'm fine. Okay, well, Corey, you can have a nice day. I was like, sure. So like the women out there are very friendly. I was like,
Well,
yeah,
no, I want to touch up on that too. The friendliness of the women. They're also very genuine. Like, just when you spark up a conversation, like, I notice a lot, like, they're really genuinely involved in the conversation. Like, something you do not get, right? Something you don't get in the States unless you show the dividends. Like, you're showing that, like, it's worth to even have a conversation with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I noticed about Vancouver. I was like, whoa, like, you're really just like into what we're talking about, like looking at you, like, not looking side to side, just they're in tune. What's crazy too? You know what's crazy? What IP said. That was a good point. What IP asked. He said something along the lines of, "Are they always on their phone? Like, just on social media or whatever?" That's one thing I noticed. Not so much. At least that's what I experienced. I didn't.
That's why I said That's why I said I haven't noticed it, because like when I was talking to them, they was like like really active. That's why I said I haven't noticed it, but like I don't know, because I can tell you on my experience, like I haven't noticed it. When I was
extreme measures. You want to say something, bro?
Yeah, Marquise. It was crazy. Like when you talked about you were invited to some house parties and stuff like that. I ended up getting. Oh, I'm sorry, but this could be for another stream. But I apologize. But I was invited to a house party too, and like in the States, man, unless you're, brother, you can vouch on this. House parties aren't really going on like that anymore. Maybe in the outskirts of the cities, but if you're in like the city area or even on the outskirts of the city, you're not really going to be attending any type of house parties because you know what happens usually. You know what I mean? And so it was quite interesting, being invited to how, it seems like they're pretty, house parties are pretty, common out there.
Yeah, because like, it was kind of interesting because like, like these guys make a lot more money than I make. But like, they was like, and they just like invited me on. It was like, well, hey, that's what I said, because like it was like, because they said like, they liked the way how I dressed it, because like I told you, like when I was at this bar, a few people came up to me and said that I was the best dressed guy in the entire bar. It was like, it was like, it was a guy that was like, hey, man, can I have that outfit? It was like, can I? I was like, so like one of the guys, that was that invited me to their house. He was like, he said, you know what? If I was rocking a turtleneck like he was rocking right now, my friends were making fun of me right now. I was like, well, people were saying that I was the best dressed guy in that bar. He's like, yeah, your stuff is like spot on.
Right on.
Let me bring in Mr. International. What's up, brother?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
What's up? What's going on?
Man, I just feel like it's my duty to, come on these live streams and thank you, brothers, Marquise, even Dante Gorno and his big brother. See, the big brother I already knew, but I've been wanting to talk to Dante Gorno for a minute, and just say welcome to the movement, and it's a blessing to have you brothers in here. Your big brother, he gave a big donation to IP, and I respect him to that, and I look up to him. I look up to him for that. You know what I mean? He's fairly new. You know what I mean? Came through and he was very committed. And then my man Sean Davis in the cut. You already know. Yesterday was a banger. It was legendary. And I just, like I said, I feel like it's a disservice if I don't, come in here and thank, everybody, especially the speaker today. Man, welcome to the movement. And I'd just like to say one little thing. You guys, you brothers, Sean Davidson, the speaker, and even you guys, because y'all have experience in Canada, you guys are the speakers for Canada. Y'all guys are the ambassadors. I like to say that on the channel. I like to say that on this channel. There's ambassadors, all the people that come on, you guys are the ambassadors. And shoot, ever since like 2016, I heard great things about Vancouver. And it's always been on my list. It's always been on my list, man. So You know, I'm just grateful for the Victoria stream in Vancouver and brothers certifying that it was what my thoughts of it was. So thank you to everybody.
Yeah,
And thank
no
you,
problem.
IP too. IP the most. Hey, brothers, we can IP the most, man. Thank you, IP. You know me. I'm not no troll, man. I'm just a wholesome guy. Appreciate it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go on, bro.
And this is a message to all you brothers, everyone on here on the panel. But before I make the statement, I just want to give a shout out to Sean Davis, Tony Berry, you know what I mean, Derek Taylor, you know, IP, all you other brothers that I didn't mention. I apologize, but you guys were all doing a really good thing here, because guess what? I'm noticing a lot of trolls coming up on here. A lot of people are getting triggered. What's going on? You know what I mean? We're doing something right, brothers. So let's keep this momentum going.
That's because we free. That's why.
They trying to keep us in the matrix. They trying to block us out, man, and we can't let them block us out. We're just gonna block those souls out.
Listen, they can try all they want to. See, this is the thing I'll be telling you, brothers. When you leave the United States, all of that stuff that they do in the States, it don't work out here.
No.
You guys just experience, didn't you just experience what happened in Vancouver? That's the mindset of the world. When you go out and you meet other people, I don't care what color they come in, they embrace. They know that you're a black man from the United States. But see, like I said before, you got the advantage. Why? Because you control your own image. You control your own image at the place when you dress and you interacted with the people. They came up and paid you compliments, and the next thing you know, you were being friends. You see, this is how I'm saying. So already in the minds of those who are outside of the United States, we are already got the leverage higher than they do in the States. They can sit up there and troll all they want to. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Or sit up there and get mad and hate. I don't care, man.
I've got a couple of super chats, brothers. Shout out to Irregular Data for the $5 Canadian super chat. I can't watch, but I wanted to pop my head in and support. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you, man. Shout out to Ian Biggs for the $4.99 super chat. Wow, I may head to Vancouver instead of Brazil this summer. Oh, that's a hard choice, brother. That's not
you come up here this summer. Woo! Boy, I'm telling you, man. These girls up here, man, they get spring fever because, like I said, boy, wait till y'all get up here, man.
Spring fever is real. I'm from Pennsylvania. Don't forget, spring fever is real.
It's real. Yes, then you understand because the winters are long here, and you're north of the 49th parallel, brother. So, like right now, it starts getting dark about around 3. You can start seeing the sun drop. So about at 5 o'clock around here in the wintertime, we get long. We're gonna have a long nights in the winter, right? So and it's cold. So and then it rains a lot, and then we have our little snow spells. So by the time March rolls in, daylight saving time kicks in on the Pacific coast. By the time the end of March, man, and going into May, listen, I've been up north, and even here at 4 o'clock in the morning, you could see the sun poking behind the mountains, and it won't drop until about 10:30. So when the summertime get here, oh, they out. Everybody's out. Everybody. Oh yeah.
Damn.
I looked at like y'all hungry in this continent.
I just want to mention, like, my time when I was in Vancouver, I didn't experience like any rainfall at all because they say, like, in Vancouver, like, it rains out of 175 days a year. It rains in Vancouver, but like when I was there, it was like beautiful weather, like,
brother, you
like,
just
I was
missed
there
it.
for a week.
Okay, you just missed it. You got in at the perfect time because the week before you got here, it had rained for a whole month.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it was raining, it was flooding, like some parts even down in Seattle. We just had before you got here, it did that and then it dried up, right?
Yeah.
But before that, we had a couple of what we get the windstorms, all right. So what happens is that you get a lot of the low in pressure storms that come in off the Pacific Ocean, and it just the high pressure and the low pressure drops really quick. And it's not like we don't get tornadoes. We don't get tornadoes here, but we get these storms that come off the Pacific Ocean with these really strong winds. like 50, 60, 70 miles an hour, and it brings in the front and starts raining. Like, bro, you just missed that, man. You came in at a good perfect time.
Okay. Yeah, because I think it only drizzled like lightly for like a couple days. You know,
I think it
when I
was like
came,
2
and then
days. Like 2 days. Yeah.
and then it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, brothers.
Got in at a good time. Yeah, you brothers, man. I'm telling you, y'all brothers dress nice. Y'all young, looking good. Y'all some young cats. Dress good, man. These females around here, I tell you,
Yeah.
you can catch some
Yo,
pretty
my
ladies.
yeah. My brother ended up ditching me.
Oh, they ditched you. What happened?
No, my brother.
Oh, your brother.
I'm putting him out there. Look at this guy.
Oh, you.
No, because I was gonna be like your phone, but
Measure up.
whatever.
Measure up.
Shout out to Conrad Grant for the $5 super chat. Shout out the brother Marquis on IP for classic stream. Fantastic intel, and big ups to you, brother, for continuing the hard work and helping us, brothers. Thank you for the kind words, brother. It's much appreciated, man. Honestly, it means a lot to me. 5 years going strong, keeping doing what I'm doing. It's been some tough times, man. You know, the hours put in, but I'm happy that it's helping out brothers worldwide. You know, that's what the channel was created for. Shout out to Wealth Engineering for the $2 super chat. Another $2 Canadian super chat. Another classic. Shout out to my Canadians out there. Shout out to you too, Wealth Engineering. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciated, brother. Damn, I think, you know, Vancouver is a hotspot for brothers. I've said that for many years now. I'm happy it's still a hotspot in 2021. It's been a few years. You know, and we need spots like this, man, because when you level up, when you get that good career, your business is popping off. Now you got to find a good woman. Now you want to deal with high value women. You won't find a high value woman anymore in the West. I'm sorry to say that, but that's facts. Not in America, no, not in the UK, God no. So you got to find these little spots where
God,
you can travel to and get a dime woman. Vancouver, Montreal, Costa Rica, Colombia, Japan. These are spots where brothers should be going to, which is why this information is not for every brother. No, it's only for the smart brothers, the serious brothers, the educated brothers. We can't let Pookie and Ray Rays in on this, because if a whole bunch of brothers start traveling to Vancouver, it's over. We want dressed brothers.
Yeah. That's why.
That won't happen, man. I'm telling you right. Look, I've been here 22 years and I ain't seen no Pookies and Ray Rays roll up here. That's why I said, like, that's why I said, like, yeah. That's why, like, I mentioned. That's why I said I mentioned earlier in the stream that I go to a lot of places that a lot of brothers don't go in these black travel groups. That's why I said, because I kind of like distance myself, like like a lot of them go, because like they kind of like destroy the DR. They're completely messing up Colombia right now as we speak. So so that's why I haven't been to both of those places yet, and the reason why I haven't been there, because I know a lot of them go out there. So that's why I'm gonna wait until like it dies down, and then I'm gonna make my trip out there. Like when enough is enough of them. Like okay, we had enough of that. Okay, so that's why like it's a lot of brothers that's not hitting up Vancouver like that. A lot of brothers is not going to Montreal. A lot of brothers is not going to Lake Louise. See, that's why I'm saying that I go to a lot of these places that a lot of these brothers don't go. So
Hey brothers, listen. Brother Pookie's and Ray Rays can't even afford Vancouver. Let's get that straight.
No, because like Vancouver is so expensive. That's why
I'm from the trenches. I am from the trenches, brothers. Brothers can't afford Vancouver. These Pookie and Ray Rays, they can't afford Vancouver. They can't even afford a 2017 Civic. These guys can't go to Vancouver. These guys can't go to what's the stream we did, Latvia and stuff. These guys don't even know about this stuff.
Right.
They think the only thing they think is that Canadians eat maple and Canadian bacon. That's the truth, man.
Oh man, that's
like
funny.
I said, it's another thing that happens is at the border, man. and see, I know this from experience. At the border, man, the Canadians are nice. They see what's going on down in the States. They ain't gonna allow that crap to come in. I'm telling you,
Good.
not
Yeah.
gonna allow it.
Good. Good.
Okay, and then
Good.
all the black folk will say, "Well, they prejudice rate." No, they don't want that jive crap. Everybody up here see what's going on down in the States. Don't
Right.
think that nobody sees what's happening in the black community or happening in America. Period.
Right.
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 They see that. They don't want that mess up here. And see, reason why I know that because I know people who work for the border at the
Yep.
CVSA. And me traveling, because there's been many years that I worked in America and lived in Canada going across the border. And I've seen cats, people from all colors who have sort of semi-shiesty stuff, and they come across the border and see, you can still get your passport and have misdemeanors. And see, they've got a database in Canada. They can run you all the way back to you as a little kid. And see, if they find out if you got a misdemeanor, now you fall in a gray area. And that gray
Mhm.
area is that officer most likely will not allow you to come to the country. Why? Because let's say you get a DUI or domestic violence, something like that. When they see that, they're gonna be like, no, they'll give you an orange stick and tell you, I'm sorry, sir, you go back to across the border, but you're not allowed to come in here. And they will not give you an answer while they'll be polite and say, sir, can you please go to the door? I've seen it happen so many times. So them brothers that think they're gonna come up here and paper the house down, and plus the environment here, it's not conducive for that. See, that's why they go to the DR. That's why they go to Colombia. You got these brothers out here busting $40, making it rain and sack chasing and all that. That's horror culture. See, you think they're gonna come up here and do that with these Asians and these folk? These folk out here got money. Ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Brothers,
Facts. Yeah.
when you were out there, this is a question to all you brothers, right? When you're out there, right, is it really these wealthy women that are giving play to average brothers?
Oh yes.
Average,
Yeah, absolutely.
forget about
Yeah.
men in general. I'm talking about brothers only. These wealthy women have money, right? They're rich, giving play to brothers heavy.
Yeah, because I told you, like, I met like these two Brazilian chicks when I was out there. Because like one works for Microsoft Window, and one is a lawyer. So that's like and they Brazilian,
Dante
and they actually live
and
out in
Measures Up.
Vancouver. Yeah.
Measures Up.
IP. I told you, man, the time that I ran into, I was dating one redhead named Karen. She was making 180,000 a year here, and that's the norm. I was dating an Iranian girl. She was a lawyer. She was not only a lawyer here in Canada, she was a lawyer in Iran too. So I think what she was doing, she had a thing where she was contracting between like corporations and companies that were doing business here in Canada to Iran. That chick was loaded. Okay, so what I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of ladies out here. They making good paper. A lot of, but and with what they want a man. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Go on, Measures Up.
Hey, so I just want to add this little gem. I agree with the question. All the brothers, we all agreed upon that. That's right. Just to give this little gem, while I was out there, I met this this guy that controls like he's an not event promoter, but he's an event organizer. I guess if that's the same thing, I don't know. And so like. We literally exchanged numbers. Now, this was a man. Now, I'm not talking about the woman-man dynamic. I'm just talking about meeting high-value people, associating, networking. That's where I'm leaning towards. But I met this event promoter or organizer, and I ended up hanging out with them. We exchanged numbers. We ended up partying together, and this guy actually is in charge of creating. He does number of events here, Toronto, Seattle. I mean, this guy was loaded, and it didn't take much. He just liked my energy and everything. I built rapport with him before coming out here, and it just snowballed, and I ended up hanging out with him. And that's how I actually got grandfathered into the whole house party that I'll explain in another stream and all that. But yes, guys, like Marquis said, if you just come out here, Sean Davis mentioned this as well, that if you present yourself right, and you're doing your thing, doors are definitely going to be opening up.
Lovely. Shout out to Suar987 for the $2 super chat. No riffraff allowed in Vancouver. Yes, indeed. No, no way, no. I want to follow up on measures up, extreme measures point there. You see how important it is to carry yourself as a man, as an intellectual individual, as a brother who doesn't go around saying the N word 10 times in one sentence. Wearing baggy clothes, wearing red bandanas or blue bandanas for Bloods and Crips, wearing your no, it's nonsense, man. Just be a normal brother. Don't do the most. Just go around being normal, speak properly, come across well, make your intentions clear, and that's it. Things will open up for you. I'm telling you, a lot of people around the world respect and appreciate brothers, but when you're that hip hop stereotype brother, where you're wildly ignorant, where you have no sense of respect or worth for other people, you won't get respected, right? No, the brother Marquis said he dresses well, and a lot of doors open up for him. So that shows you how important image is. And I've been talking about image for the past year because I've seen it. Image is very important. How you present yourself, how you perceive yourself, and how you dress, how you come across. Doors will open for you. It's very important. You start getting invited to events, you start being connected with powerful people. This, that I can introduce you to her or him for your business for this. See how important image is. Ain't that right, brothers? Damn.
Right.
I can't stress that enough, and that's that's one of the reasons why I mentioned that. That was the first statement I pretty much made to Marquise. I was like, "Thank you for mentioning that." About the image factor, because like me and my brother, we don't play. We when it comes to image, we do not play with that. That's a valuable asset to hold on to and to take seriously. And like we've all been mentioning right here, and to the brothers all listening out there, man, seriously, you're focus on your image, man. Focus on your health, your image, and your well-being, and all that, man.
Yeah,
I want to say something. Real quick. And what Measure Up was saying is just, and everybody and all the other gentlemen on here are saying is so right. I mean, you want to compliment the environment. The environment got a lot of opportunities. It's just got a lot of good things, circling around it. And yeah, you want to be a part of that. So, I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of, giving my 2 cents. Image, like, very important. You want to compliment the environment. So, yeah.
And image isn't just only what you wear; it's how you look as well. Your body as well. Like hit the gym, cut down, stop being fat, stop eating bad food, eat healthily. I'm not saying stop eating sweets. Sweets are part of life. Some chocolate here and there, but don't eat it every day. Don't eat ice cream every day. Don't be fat. Can you cut the weight off? Right, just hit the gym, get some muscles on your arms, on your chest, walk straight. That's how when you're a fit person, when they can see your muscles through the coat or through your shirt, your dress shirt. Again, women see, oh, he's fit. He's in the gym. He dresses well, looks after himself. Then they'll start being drawn towards you. Forget about America, UK, because these women out here, they're crazy. They don't know what's going on. But when you go abroad, these women value a real man, a high value man.
Yes.
Yes. Hey guys, hey brothers. Here's a saying that I heard all the time since I was younger, and it has more than just one meaning to it. When you look good, everybody knows what I'm about to say. You feel good. When you look good, you feel good. And going to my man, Sean Davis's point, I think he said yesterday. So with that saying, my first point, birds of a feather flock together. So if you look good and you feel good, and you look like you're the best dresser, the flyest guy in the club or at the coffee shop, then you're gonna attract the most beautifulest girl at the coffee shop. You get what I mean?
Right. That's true. That's true. That energy. You see
that energy.
You know what? I know that I still, and I'm not bragging. Like I said, I've been here a while, but I stay in the gym. I let myself go. I let myself go in the end of my marriage and stuff. Man, me and my ex-wife, we was both overweight. She even lost weight, and I got to the point where it was a health issue for me. I changed that around really fast, right? I stay in the gym 5 days a week. Okay, not perfectly every day, but I hit them weights hard. My physique is on point. Women think I'm in my 30s. I'm 53. When they find out I'm 53, they freaking out. They're like,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still get that. I still get that attraction. I'm not, I don't get the big head about it because I've been here a while. I understand. I know that. I know it because this city here, this city prides itself. People here live healthy. Okay, so
Yes.
if you're gonna come around and people here eat healthy, people here live healthy. It's a very healthy lifestyle. If you're not in the
Mhm.
gym, the women are out here jogging, they're
Yep.
biking, they're
Yeah, that's
hiking
why.
up the mountains.
Hiking.
Yeah,
Hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, out
Yeah.
there at Stanley Park and the seawall there,
Yep.
people are biking
Yeah.
all around there and they're jogging.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I met the most people at. It's like Stanley Park.
Almost
You know,
got
I think.
ran
Yeah.
over a couple
Yeah. Yeah.
times.
See, well, yeah, yeah.
But you got ran over a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know which lane, the pedestrian lane and the bike lane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stand by. Yeah.
Hold
I
on,
was
brothers.
confused. It took a while.
Shout out to I hope someone's taking timestamps. Please let me know if you're taking timestamps for this live stream. I would greatly appreciate. Can someone please take timestamps? Put one in the chat if you are. I would
Derek
appreciate that.
Taylor, DC.
Shout out to Derek Taylor for the $10
Derek
super chat.
Taylor.
Great intel. Sean Davis, you are living in paradise, brother. My U-Haul is now packed and will be leaving next week. Respect to this legendary brother.
Nice.
Come on
Yo,
up,
shout out
bro.
to Derek Taylor. That's a brother right there, man. Derek, how you doing, bro? The legend. Shout out to Derek Taylor. Shout out to Conrad Grant for the $5 super shout. Special shout out IP for changing brothers' lives.
Yeah.
Your blessings, brother. I want to send out an invite directly to you once things are settled in Costa Rica. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, brother, for the kind words, man. Eric, brother, speak about what this channel has done for you, bro, and what is how it's changed you, how you perceive things now, based on what I've been putting out on this channel, bro. Speak on that, bro. The floor is yours, Eric.
Since my brother introduced me to you, and it was coincidentally the Vancouver video. Brothers. When I got exposed to this information, my life had went through a full 360. Before this information, I was living in the stage, just going through the motions, figuring out that there's really no hope, just whatever, and I would be honest and say that there was probably a small level of depression just because you're just going through the same redundant things every day. The deal, the disrespect, all this and that we talk about here, and thank you, brother, for introducing me to IP, and then just once I started listening to your message and everything, and how there's other there's other YouTubers out there talking about the passport movement, but something about you, IP, and your style and everything and your approach toward this really separates you, I think, from the most out there. And so getting this information and everything like that, just constantly as I continue to listen to the videos, it was just evident that yo, man, you're not feeling it where you're at right now, and you're getting all this intel about a life somewhere else that you haven't experienced, that could be a lot better. And so it just I just acted on it. I didn't wait around, I didn't twiddle my thumbs, or anything like that, because I felt like I'm in a good position, in terms of not being trapped in the matrix. So I was like, man, and I'm not getting younger, so I just was like, boom, let me start this lifestyle. And ever since I started it, brothers, I've made a full 180, in terms of my mentality, and I'm in a much more happier state. I'm relaxed. Even when I go back to the States and I work and everything, it's just I'm fine, because I know where my life's going to be, going towards down in the future. It's going to be, whether I'm living somewhere in the international, landscape, whether that be Eastern Europe, Canada, yes, South America,
Yeah.
but so it's helped me out a lot, man. And I'm not trying to go on a long tyrant here, but it's just helped me out a lot. Like I've never, and I'm not trying to blow you up, IP, or anyone, but like I've never been in this mind frame where I've been at peace, man. And on top of that, I'm like extremely motivated to be better, to work harder, so I could take all those resources and everything toward my trips to Canada, Romania, any other place, that's on the list. That's on my list and everything. So IP, I hope that kind of answered the question. But this has been huge for me, guys. And then also, I'm sorry, and then I'll also add this tidbit. And I think, with the support of like Sean Davis, your live stream on down Vancouver was classic.
Right.
And then some of the other brothers, that come up on the panel, Tony Berry, you know what I mean? And some of the other brothers I'd met, like Derek Taylor and some. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not trying to give all your names out, but being able to interact with these other brothers too just helped, build like a family that I've never had in a sense. And I love how we're all supportive of each other and everything. And I think that's what also helps with, with the recovery or.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
Right
the word you was looking for is camaraderie. The camaraderie.
The camaraderie.
Nakama.
Can I give my 2 cents?
On,
IP. I want to give you a shout out because it was funny because I've always been interested in Vancouver. So when I was searching YouTube one day, I stumbled upon your video. And I was just like, well, I'm trying to know a little bit about Vancouver. Let's see what this guy has to say. And then ever since I heard you, it was just like, whoa, like this guy seems sincere. Like he's really telling us, like, yo, they're checking, like, brothers, get out of that mess, wherever it is. Like, so no, I really want to give a shout out to you. My life has been a 182. Yeah, no, it's been a beautiful thing. And with this whole family right here, it's like I feel like we're getting stronger and stronger. And when we have a collective like this, nothing holds us back. Nothing, you know what I mean? I mean, like nothing. Especially when you got brothers working together on one accord. Yeah, man, you can't stop that.
And you know what?
So,
if we get any trolls that come up here and try to mess things up in this city, I know people that work at the border. Don't think I won't throw them under the bus. I know folks. I know people. I got connections up here. See, them fools ain't got connections up here. I do. I'll make sure I protect this city because this has been known for a long time. This is the black man's backyard paradise, and we gonna keep it like that. I want the good brothers up here. Some of them dumb Negroes that want to come up here and ruin it. I got a surprise for you. No.
The tumble. No.
Right. The Kembe. Wag the finger. No.
That's right. Like I said, I've seen it happen. I have seen it happen before, man. They will come up here. Immigration Canada. These people are very polite up here, but when it comes down to it, they don't want that riffraff up here. To see one thing I notice about Canada and Canadians, they react to violence. They will the authorities. They will squash that stuff, even if you talking that crazy stuff. They squash it. They don't. They have no tolerance for it. Now, yes, this country has its own issues. No country is perfect, okay? But what I'm saying, the stuff that you're seeing in the United States, okay, see, like Toronto, they're having a gun issue. The rest of the cities are not, okay? Just recently, the Canadian government just banned a whole lot more guns, okay? You can still get a rifle and all of that, but all that stuff that's happening down in the state, you can't get a handgun. Now, they're about to ban all handguns. Now, and I don't want to get into it because it's a long process on all that stuff. But what I'm saying is all of that violence and all of that mindset they're seeing, they don't want that up here, and they will squelch that stuff. And you see, that's why I couldn't understand for a long time. They don't want lowriders up here. I said that earlier. The reason why they don't want the lowriders up here, it's illegal to have a lowrider here. They don't want they don't want that type of mind, that gangster mindset comes in with it. See, I talk to the Canadian people, and I want to find out, well, what you prejudice race, and they know.
Right.
We see where the lowrider, and it's a beautiful art form with the Chicanos and the black folk. But if you look at it to now, what is it associated with?
Gangster.
Thank you.
Gangster.
You know what I'm saying?
Violence.
And they don't want that up here. So if they
Right.
coming up here with all of that jive hood booger stuff, man, it ain't gonna work, bro. It ain't gonna
Right.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Everybody seems pretty progressive. Like I noticed, like everybody's like working towards something. It seemed,
Yeah.
and that's what I was noticing. I was just like, whoa, like, and like I would even see like, for example, like a lot of people walking not on their phones, like do, but like just focus, just like I'm going do, just
Yeah,
just
and that's what I noticed when I was out there too. When I was in in
right,
State Park and Seawall, people just walking. There wasn't no like they had their cell phones out. They were just
right.
walking having a good time. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, I was
I
because
was
like
probably the
that's
only
why I
one
said
on my
I was
phone.
just so surprised about this Canadian trip because like it's just right across the border from the States, and it's a first world country. But like the whole culture is totally different. Like
Different.
wow, I
Yes.
was like this is really interesting.
Yes.
Like
My brother
like
found
this is
out
like
about
what the.
that, man.
That's why I started like whoa. I was like I did not expect this Canadian trip to be so surprising, like and successful like that. I was like wow. I was like I definitely got to go back to Canada for sure. Like because like I was not expecting this country to be so polite and humble.
Right.
Like
Right.
But on the
because
flip side,
that's why I said like it was an awesome trip from start to finish because I started in Montreal and I worked all my way up across the country towards the west. I was like all those places I have not met not one rude or disrespectful Canadian at all. Not even in Toronto. I was like, they was pretty much open and friendly. I was like, this is interesting. I'm so surprised about this trip. I was like, wow. I was like, this is interesting. Like,
yeah, I just want to piggyback on that. The fact that you're so right. The fact that it's just literally across the border, and you're like, where am I?
that's why I say like I feel like I was overseas when I was in Canada. That's why I
Right.
feel like
Yes.
that's why I was like, wow. I was
Yes.
like, what the hell? This is right across the border. And it is similar as the first world country as the United States, but like the culture is totally different. That's what's different about Canada. It's the culture. I was like, wow. I was like, I never met so many friendly people here. Like, did the pandemic change things, or like was Canada was always this polite? Like, what happened? Like, it was like, whoa. I was like, because like the treatment that I got in Canada, I never got it back home, like at all.
No.
That's what.
And that's
Yeah, why
sad,
do you think I'm still here?
No.
That's sad.
And I think
It's
that's why
sad that
me and
we
my
have to
brother.
travel to get
Sorry.
good treatment. It's very sad, but sometimes you gotta find ways around harsh treatment, and find better things abroad. But it's very sad that brothers have to go abroad to get treated well, even though we're respectable, we're educated. It's very sad. Shout out to Sean Camp for the $9.99 super chat. Just popping in. Just got home from Pittsburgh. I'm glad to see brothers leveling up, traveling and changing their lives. Sean Davis is a Vancouver OG. Yes, indeed. Thank you again, Sean Camp and Sean Davis. Extreme Measures, carry on, bro. Sorry for cutting you off.
No problem. No problem. No, just kind of piggyback again the fact, off that statement you made, Marquise, about like, you were shocked about the love, what you experienced in Canada and how it's just across the border. You know what I mean? Me and my brother were still like, I think we're still kind of in shock that like with us, it's a straight 2-hour flight from where we're from. And the fact that all it takes is a straight 2-hour flight. And we're in like a completely different world. And so since we've been out
that's
here,
what I'm saying. Like, I was like, that's what I'm saying. I had to go. I definitely got to go back to Vancouver.
oh,
I definitely got to go back to Montreal for sure. Like, with
Yeah,
all
I'm
this
gonna go to
COVID stuff down there.
Montreal, man. I gotta go to Montreal.
Yeah. That's why I said Montreal is lit. So I think.
I might need to check out
Did
Montreal, but yeah,
you
man. I
guys
just
eat
want to
poutine?
piggyback that it's
Yeah, I ate the
this is
poutine. Yeah, I ate the
Did
poutine.
you have some
That was-
poutine and Montreal
Yeah.
steak, Montreal smoked meat sandwich?
Yeah, the
There
smoked
and,
meat sandwich. Okay,
yeah.
now I mentioned that in my post about like the smoked meat sandwich. Now it's kind of funny now because like there was like a lineup outside the restaurant in Montreal that the sandwich is so good they got people lined up. It's like a long line just to get the sandwich. Now, have y'all remember a couple years ago about the chicken pot pie sandwich that had came out?
Yeah.
Now, if you think that was interesting, just wait until you get to Montreal and just see that, because like it's very interesting. Like now I tried the chicken sandwich, like the pot pie chicken sandwich when I was in Toronto. It was good, but it wasn't that spectacular. I say the smoked meat sandwich was a lot better, like in Montreal. Like it's more authentic. So I can see why that's a lineup, but I didn't see why the chicken pot pie sandwich was a lineup. I mean,
yeah, yep. And they always say, "Excuse me and sorry, I was in the grocery store today."
Yeah.
And bumped into a lady. She wasn't looking. She was, grabbing something in the aisle, bumped me. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, because like like when I was in Canada, I heard the word sorry a lot when I was out there.
Yeah.
I heard the word sorry and pardon a lot. So that's why I was like, wow, that's really polite. So I was like, so I met a guy when I was in Toronto downtown, right? I was like, okay. I was like, oh, life's like cool. Y'all really polite up here. I was like, y'all really say sorry a lot. He's like, yeah, we do. It's better not saying like F off. That's
oh, they'll say thank you.
Yeah.
Hold on, brothers. I've got a new caller in. What's up, Buffalo Soldier 83? How you doing, brother?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear, bro.
Loud and
How you
clear.
keeping?
Thanks, man. I'll turn my camera on in a bit. I'm just whatchamacallit? I'm just kind of like kind of humbled to be like invited onto the chat. Yeah, I was just recently in Vancouver. By the way, international passport, long-time listener, first-time caller. So I'm love that you do these podcasts every week, kind of talking about the experience of traveling abroad. But just agreeing with what some of these fellas have said. I had a great time when I was there in August. I definitely recommend it as a city for a lot of brothers to check out. And also, it's kind of funny. It's just like I live in the San Francisco Bay Area.
What?
It's only like a 2-hour flight from here.
Yeah.
And not a lot of brothers down here go up there. So it's like, it's pretty funny.
That's where we fly out of. That's where we coming from.
Oh, really? Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Like we stay in the North Bay. We stay in Santa Rosa. So like,
oh, that's great.
Santa Rosa, okay.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I work in San Francisco, but I stay out here in Oakland.
Okay.
I was living in Oakland for like 12 years. What part?
Oh, snap. That's what's up, man.
What
yeah.
part, if you don't mind me asking.
What part of Oakland?
Yeah.
I live by the lake, by Lake Merritt.
Lake Merritt?
Yeah, like right next to the lake.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Man, chill. We should link up sometime. I'm always in Oakland. Always.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely.
Always.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like I'll be back out there tomorrow. I'll be back out there tomorrow, and I'll probably be out there. Not saying we got to meet up, but I'm just saying I'm always out there. We got to link up sometime, man.
Yeah, I train under jiu-jitsu in Berkeley.
Oh, okay. Well, what gym you at?
Ralph Gracie.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
I sometimes go. I alternate from San Francisco and Berkeley. The Ralph Gracie in San Francisco and in Berkeley. So yeah, I'm out there.
Oh, snap, man. Not a lot of like-minded brothers out here. I'm originally from back east in New York, so I've been out here 7 years,
Okay.
How did the woman treat you in Vancouver, Buffalo Soldier?
Oh, man. I got a funny story I could actually tell you, just to kind of sum it up. Mm-hmm. So I was hanging out in Yaletown at this, like, there's a steakhouse over there that a friend of mine had told me, like, if I was looking to grab some dinner that was close to my Airbnb, to head out there. So I went to I went to it. I was just sitting down by myself because my friend hadn't come to join me yet. And these two white women came and they sat down next to me. Now, one of the things I noticed is really interesting about Vancouver is like the women make a lot of eye contact with you as you're going about your day, but it's not in a way like they're like afraid that you're about to snatch their purse, but more like they're interested in what's your story, blah 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 blah. Yep. Yep. So anyway, I'm sitting there, and the two girls, they just started randomly chatting me up. So after a while, I was talking with them. They asked me, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm American." The border had just opened back up, so I told them I was coming up to visit for a couple of days and so on. So they were like, "We figure you had to be American," and I was like, "Why is that?" She's like, "The brothers from Vancouver aren't as good looking, and they figured I wasn't from Toronto because she said I wasn't stuck on myself." So I was like, wow, very confident but very forward women, right. They'll tell you exactly what's on their mind, but the vibe was really dope, man. And I'm on the dating apps like Hinge and so on. So like the apps were just going off like the whole time I was there, So I got to meet up with a few different ladies. We went out, grabbed drinks, grabbed food. It was a great experience.
My goodness.
Bro, you was in Yaletown. You was over there in Yaletown. Yaletown in the part of downtown Vancouver is the yuppie area. That's where the young people who are making really good money. And I mean, we're talking 6 digits up to millionaires. Some of them kids, some of them young folk, they got yachts sitting right down there in the False Creek area. Okay, where you see that sphere. You say you saw that ball over there. There's a museum over there. They got that part of Yaletown over there. I know a lot of jazz cafes and clubs and bars to go to. That's the place I was telling you brothers earlier when I saw that girl jump up on the table talking about, "Who wants my number?" I'm like,
oh man, damn. Buffalo, like, how do the Asian women treat you there in Vancouver?
Oh man, so that was another story I could tell you. Okay, so I went to the beach they have over there on Granville, Kitsilano, which by the way, Kitsilano is like it's almost like a little slice of California in Vancouver. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Yeah. And great vibe, like the weather was perfect in August, so it was like high 80s, like mid 80s, like kind of around there. Everybody was out at the beach, and I'd gone to go get some lunch at there's like a little seaside restaurant like right next to the beach, like a beachside restaurant over there. And like this is weird, man, because I've been living in the Bay Area for like a number of years. And like I feel like how the Asian women hang with brothers here, it's very different than how I see how Asian women interact with brothers in Vancouver. So, when I sat down, there was this super fine Asian she was like a waitress who just kept passing by my table. And she had her mask on, but like I could see she's clearly looking at me and smiling at me the whole time. I'm a New York cat, man. So you ain't got to really tell me anything twice for me to pick up on something. So I was like, all right, like let me talk to her, see what's up, And she, her and I talked. She was like half, I think she was like half Chinese, half Vietnamese. Just gorgeous girl. And we just exchanged info right there. And it made plans to hang out. I think it was like later that evening, because if it wasn't the Thursday night, it was the Friday night, and we went out on Granville Avenue, and just had a great time, and it's just really interesting because I saw like a couple other brothers walking around like downtown on Granville Street. Same thing. Like, you know, if they went with a white chick, they were with an Asian chick. If they went with an Asian chick, they were with a Persian chick. And I was like, damn, like bros are getting action Persian girls out here? Okay, that's some new shit.
Yeah, brother. They deep. Yeah, they deep out here, and they listen. They got a deep desire for brothers. Like I was telling y'all the other night, I know some Persian folk. My boy Muhammad, he's from Iran, and his wife is trying to get me married to one. I'm serious. They deep, and I know where they hang at. They hang on the North Shore at Ambleside Park. See, there's a basketball court up there, and if you brothers know how to play some ball, we'll go out there on a Saturday, and you know this white guys there's a full court. They all out there on the shores on the Ambleside Beach. You out there balling. They out there in the bikinis and stuff. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, brother. Man, I can't explain. Y'all come up here and find out.
Yeah, man. Right now I'm in the gym. You know, I'm leveling up, man. Make sure I'm in the gym, getting fit. I don't want to be fat when I'm going to Vancouver the next time, man. But next time I'm in Vancouver,
you're gonna kill it, man, with that British accent. You got a physique, a black British dude up, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna kill it up here. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
And you know what's the I think the funny thing and international. I've seen your other videos talking about just like when you travel abroad as a black man, like the only person who's responsible for your image is you. So, you know, like I felt so comfortable there, just like my interactions with not just with women, but with people. And there was like, you know, none of the social anxiety or anything like that, you know. And the women I met there, they're like into you for like you, not on some kind of fetishy type of thing. But they legit want to know, like, oh, you know, what are your aspirations? What do you know? What are you doing? Like, are you, you know, what do you see for your future, and so on and so forth. So the conversations just felt very genuine and it flowed.
Yeah.
And I really was feeling that.
Good deal, man. I'm glad you came up and experienced that, boy. That made me happy, man.
Yeah, it was actually my second trip.
That's your second time up here?
Yeah, well, the first time I went, I was on a road trip. We had done a Pacific Northwest road trip. So Vancouver was our last stop. We had gone to Portland and Seattle and then Vancouver. But I was only in Vancouver for probably less than 48 hours. And even in that time I was there, I was like, I got to come back here.
Right, because you know what? Vancouver is only 2.5 hour drive from Seattle. So I'm always, my baby brother lives in Seattle. He the one that turned me on to Vancouver and Victoria because he called me. He was in the Navy in the 90s. He came up here and he traveled the whole world. And he told me, I talked to him just the other day, and he's still adamant about it. His favorite city in the whole world is Victoria. He said for him, he said this region, he was blown away. Like you brothers came up here, like you said, Marquise. He said, I didn't know Canada was like that. Like I really had a good time in this country and never it's one of those countries where it's quiet, but when you come up here, Canada blows you away because it just the culture is different, man. People all that's why I fight adamantly. Everybody like don't mess with the chicks in America and Canada. Well, if you ain't been to Canada, you can't speak on Canada because Canada's not like the States, man. These girls, you got feminism here and stuff, but you can see it a mile
because
away,
right?
Yeah, because I posted a post like in one of the
hold on, brother. What was that, Sean David? You can see what?
You can see the feminine. You can see the girls that are in feminism. Those feminists, you can pick them out. You can see them a mile away. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But the majority of the girls, they're not like the ones in the States. They're not. You've got too many different cultures here. You got Canada is its own. Yes, it's a wealthy country. This country has money. There's only 37 million people in the entire country. Okay, there's only 2 million here in this province. 4 million. I'm sorry, in the province of British Columbia, 2 million in the Vancouver proper area, and then the other 2 million in all the other little towns in BC.
There's more people in California than Canada.
Yeah, this is the California of Canada
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say that too.
without
Yeah,
the California. Yes, it's nice out here, man.
yeah, yeah. What I was gonna say that hold on, let me see. Yeah, well, I was gonna say that that's not a damn. I was gonna say hold on. I was gonna say
But
I was
why
gonna
you think
You can
about that,
see it,
bro?
brothers?
But
yeah.
Buffalo Soldier, can you reach out to me on IG, bro? I'm surprised you didn't tell me you're a travel brother as well. So, brother, reach out to me on IG ASAP, okay, brother?
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Right. I'll post my IG
yeah.
on the live stream comments, bro. Make sure you reach out to me today, bro, okay? But
Okay.
you're a very educated brother. You know, I want to speak to educated brother. So here's my IG, bro. Reach out to me ASAP, okay, brother?
All right, got that.
Awesome, bro. Brothers, hit the cash app, hit the super chat, support this incredible live stream again. Brothers, I am literally out here working late hours, saving you, brothers, man. I'm not even kidding anymore. I am giving you alternatives to the hell you're experiencing with women in the West. Honestly, I am. You know, so support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. You know, hit the like button, comment, cash app, super chat. Okay, brother, please do so because it's a lot of hard work on my end to get these intelligent brothers to come on one stream to give you intel that will help navigate the awful things you experience in life with Western women. Brothers, man, I'm happy to hear that Vancouver is still a hot spot for brothers. I was getting
Yeah.
worried, you know. I was thinking 2021, some Pukin Rares might be down there, some Keishas, some Sharkeishas. And I was like, damn, I don't want no Keishas down there. I don't want no Sharkeishas down there. I want real feminine women, you know. So I'm happy to hear that, bro. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Go on, bro. Go on, bro.
International. What I was going to say was there was some I noticed on the flight. There was a couple single brothers that were on the flight I was on out of SFO, and like we just gave each other this look because I was like, okay, I know where you going, and he was just looking right back at me like, like it was like game recognized game,
Man, I met a brother before COVID, just right when COVID was hitting. The last company I worked for, I ran into a brother from Alabama, and we got to talking, and he met his fiance. I think he's married now, but at the time, and the first, and when I said, because I heard his ex say, "Bro, come here, let me holler at you, man." I said, "Man, where you from?" "Man, I'm from Mobile, Alabama." I said, "Man, so you up here, huh?" He said, "Yeah, where you from?" I said, "Man, I'm from Texas. I've been up here for a minute though, you know." So we got to talking, and the first thing he said, and I'll never forget it though. And this I hear this a lot from brothers that live up here, even the brothers that play in the Canadian Football League. First thing they say, "Man, we free out here." That's the first thing I heard him say, man. That hit home because I
Yeah.
knew we knew what he was talking about, right?
Yeah, no.
Like he wasn't lying on
Yep. So, can we speak about Buffalo? Did you experience Did you deal with Persian women out there in your experience in Vancouver, bro?
So so remember I told you I was on the dating apps while I was there. There was a girl who she had connected with me on I think the app was Hinge, and she was Persian Iranian. But the interaction was really weird. She came off very kind of like Western American type of woman where like I think it was something like I was asking her, I was like, hey, you have a very exotic look. I didn't mean anything disrespectful by it. I was just asking her like, where are you from and so on and so forth. And she was like, well, that was a rude question and blah blah blah. And like kind of like, I don't know if we can say fuck on here, but she was like, fuck off or whatever.
Please, no swearing, bro.
Yeah. and basically she just deaded the conversation right there. But she was fine as hell though. She was like finer than Frog here. And I was so disappointed because I was like, like everything was cool, I guess, until I asked her that question. But a friend of mine told me, he was like, I probably dodged a bullet because it sounded like she wasn't probably too much altogether there. She's just flipping out over something like that. So that was like my one interaction. What I heard was a lot of them live in North Vancouver, and I didn't get to spend much time over in that part of town. So
Okay, bro.
I didn't really speak.
But in your experience, who gave it the most play in total? Was it Asian women? Was it white women? Based on the reception you received in Vancouver.
I mean, it's like those are the two biggest demographics there, right? Because the one thing I noticed, I was like, God damn, there's a lot of Asian people here, and I live in the Bay Area, so I was like, oh, okay, but I'd say it was like a mixture of both. I'd say probably more white women. There were like Asian women there that I'd never even like. I didn't even know they had like Asian women that were like thick like that, like living up there. Ooh. There was like we were at some bar in Granville, and I remember the girl who was like, she was like a cocktail waitress, was like this super tall, like Chinese girl who like I was like, God damn, like, oh, okay, like she's like almost like 5'10", 5'11". And I was watching this one cat who was hanging with us. He was just striking out with her, like every minute, man. Like she would come over to serve a drink. He tried to say a line, she would just brush him off. But she would come over and say what's up to us. And it was like me and my friend were there. Both black, so she definitely seemed like she was more interested to learn. I don't know if it was just because we were black or because we were Black American or whatever, but she seemed very interested in continuing conversation. But that was a situation where, like, what they say, don't bring sand to the beach. I was there with a girl, which was I was there with the waitress from the place I was telling you about from Kitsilano. So it was like I could entertain the conversation a little bit, but I had to make sure I turned my attention back to this other chick. So
they'll get upset. They'll get upset at you if you pay too much attention. Because you know what? That happens a lot here. That is, I've always experienced that. I'll be with a lady, and another female will come and try to throw that attention to you, and the girl that you with, she won't say nothing. You're telling her countenance that she ain't liking that too much. The fact that you giving a bit too much attention to this other girl because she know what time it is. It's competitive out here.
It's very.
It's very competitive, man. It is competitive because these females see that, okay, this girl, she looks good. She with that dude. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to see if I can get his attention. It's very competitive here, man. So, yeah, that's definitely going to happen a lot out here. So, you brothers, what I'm saying, in the States, if you ain't used to that for a while, your head going to be on a swivel. I mean, for the first 5 years I was here, my head was always on a swivel. I'm used to it now.
I don't even know. I don't know how cats are able to do that out here, date and not even look at half the women there. Like, it's some of the most beautiful women in the world I've seen in that city.
Yeah.
Can you brothers hear Sean Davis clearly? Is his volume too low, or maybe is it me?
Just a little bit.
It's slightly low, Sean Davis. I don't know if you put your camera or your phone some wrong way, but I can't really hear you that clearly, Sean Davis, for some reason.
Can you hear me
now?
Why
you fix that? It's still a bit low, bro. Maybe drop off the stream, Sean Davis, and drop back on. It might be a connection issue. So if you drop off the stream, call back, jump back on the live stream chat, and that should fix it for you, bro. So while we wait for Sean Davis, so jump out of it, bro, or put your volume up, brother. I don't know how you're on your iPad, aren't you?
I'm on my iPad. Hold on.
Maybe put the volume up, or maybe jump out the stream, bro, and jump back in very quickly.
Can you hear me?
That might fix it. Oh. Yes. And speak, bro.
You can hear me clearly?
Yeah, that's a lot better. How does that sound, brothers?
Sounds great.
Yeah, I can hear him better.
Okay, so I've got a question here. It's a very important question. Shout out to Russian Spy Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. Extreme made his mustache appropriate. Yeah, bro. What was the mustache, bro? The Mr. Penguin mustache.
Yo, I was gonna get at you, Russian Spy Sleazeball.
Shout out to thank you for the super chat, Russian Spy Sleazeball. Much appreciated, bro. Brother, this is very weird, right? Because let's be real here. Most of the Asian chicks in Vancouver are all international. They all come from China, Korea, or Japan directly. They're not born and raised in Vancouver. So why is it when it comes to Vancouver, they suddenly love brothers? What's the whole culture like going on there, Sean Davis, as to why these international chicks, particularly from Asia, love brothers there? I find that a bit crazy, don't you think, bro?
Um, you know, here, listen, man, I've seen all kind of people, couples that even shocked me. I saw an East Indian brother with an Asian girl dating. I see that a lot here. Okay, and what I mean is, I don't. If they're born and raised here, you just have a big melting pot of people here. So the mindset here is not like the mindset in the states where everything is, black with black, white with white, Hispanic with Hispanic. Um, the mindset here is that these females, if they got you in your crosshairs, man, they got you in your crosshairs. She could be a white girl, she could be a Persian, she could be East Indian, she could be an Asian,
Mhm.
she could be Korean, she could be Japanese, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I've been hit on all races, all type. It's just the fact that, like I had said earlier, I said women here are attracted to masculine men. Black
Yep.
men, especially brothers from the States, when you maintain your frame, you're on point, you got your mind right, you're
Mhm.
confident about yourself, you
Mhm.
win out here, and
Yep.
you
Yep.
project this energy off to these women.
Mhm.
They'll look at you and they can just tell, oh man, he's dressed nice. Oh, it's just something they're drawn to. And I asked the women, they like, yeah, we like our men masculine here. They do. Some of these guys, like some of the white Canadians, are really nice and stuff. But I noticed that they kind of, what is that called? That metrosexual look that I've been hearing.
Metrosexual.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, they,
Yeah,
a
that
lot of these white
K-pop
guys,
look,
they're
isn't it?
cool, but they go for that look, right? But the
Yeah.
brothers that come from the states, see, I know brothers come up here, they be dressed, they be on point, they be masculine,
Mm.
they project that energy, and it doesn't matter if she's an Asian girl or whatever, they are attracted to it, man. They just drawn to that stuff, bruh. And it's
Yeah.
like
Sean
it's
Davis.
always been that way here. Like I said, my brother told me about it. He said, man, you gotta come up here and
Sean
meet women
Davis,
up here. Yeah.
can you drop off the stream and call back in? Because your volume is very low, bro. So it might be a
Okay.
connection issue. So I think
Mm.
that might
Okay.
fix it, bro. Okay. I
Okay.
can't really hear what you're saying, and I want to actually drill down on that as well because, rich Asian chicks checking for brothers, that's very rare, But we'll get to the
Hell
point of
yeah.
it when Sean gets back in. Shout out to Gold Samurai for the $4.99 super chat. Why is the mute? What the flip is going on there? All right, Extreme. I'm glad you got the beard back. That junk scared me.
Mhm.
I thought Keisha got her LO Pookie to beat the size off.
Hey,
Hey.
well, international. What I was gonna say on the Asian girl kick, and I think these two other brothers could speak on it if they spend time in the Bay. Like down here, it's very different because like most of the Asian girls, they only fuck with these like white
No
Mark
swearing, bro.
Zuckerberg.
But no swearing, please.
Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah.
they only mess with these white Mark Zuckerberg looking types
Mhm.
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 down here. So normally, like especially in like San Francisco, you'll see like a lot of like white male
Yep.
Asian female couples walking up and down the street. Like
Yep.
black men are basically invisible to them unless they're
Yep.
Filipino or like deep Southeast
Filipino.
Asian,
Yeah.
like yeah, Philippine, maybe Vietnamese or
Yeah, Vietnamese. Yep.
Cambodian. Mostly they're the only Asian women I see that really like actively like check out for black men. But in the Pacific Northwest is different. Like I saw that when I was in Seattle. I saw a lot of black man, Asian female couples in Seattle, and then there's not as many black men in Vancouver. But the ones I did see, it was just like it was basically it was like a buffet up there. So like you would just see like it was like a Benetton's commercial, right? United Colors of Benetton. You'd see
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indian women,
Yeah.
Persian women, Chinese women, and so on. So I think some of it has to do with like the Canadian politics and just like
Right.
and depiction of black men in Canada. Where like if Drake is your most high profile black man, then you got a pretty then that's a pretty positive image, if you know what I mean. So that was different for me to see, and it was also like pretty great.
Fantastic, brother. Great to hear that. What about, did you come across like Indonesian chicks, Vietnamese chicks, those brownish Southeast Asian women in Vancouver?
Not so much. From what I understand, they live in a part of the city called Surrey or Burnaby.
Surrey.
Surrey, yeah. So like there's like Vancouver, there's like the metro core of Vancouver. And then there is like the surrounding like kind of smaller cities, right? So kind of think like Manhattan to Brooklyn and Queens. So like Surrey and Burnaby, I think have like their own very distinct populations of Asians who are like mostly there. But I didn't really head over there. On my next trip, I do want to kind of explore outside of the metro Vancouver area and go check out those parts. I also do want to see Victoria because I saw your stream the other night on it, IP, and um, a lot of brothers down here in the Bay told me about Victoria because I think there was a lot of black servicemen who were up around here back in the day, and they were the ones who put everyone onto game on Victoria Island. So that's definitely on the bucket list. I hear it's a lot of beautiful women up there.
Yeah.
All right, Young Hands, can you delete your recent comment? That'd be great. Young Hands 706. Can you delete your recent comment, brother? Thank you very much. We don't want to attract those kind of people to our channel, if you know what I'm talking about. So if you remove that recent comment, thank you, bro. Let me drop the calling link. Hold on, Sean Davis. Give me a second, bro. It should be pinned, but I'll drop it for you, brother. There it is, Sean Davis, the StreamYard link. I've got 2 questions for you. We're gonna break down why rich Asian chicks check for brothers in Vancouver, because they definitely ain't checking for brothers in California, especially those preppy rich Asian chicks. They're not checking for the average brother, but in Vancouver somehow they are. To me, that's a cluster F in my opinion. So I want to get to the root cause of it, so we can hopefully maybe try and find different places around the world where rich Asian chicks are loving brothers.
I don't know, man. I mean, I live in, this is basically Silicon Valley out here, and most of the people in the tech industry are white dudes, so they control most of like the wealth and just kind of like the basic image of that, like out here in the Bay. So outside of that, like most of like the persona of black men in the Bay, it's usually like tied to like like hyphy culture and kind of like that kind of thug kind of image and so on and so forth. And like a lot of the women here, like they're like, you got like the super feminist types, and they're not really into that stuff. So like I've dated here, but like I've always said like it could be better because it just like something just always seems off in this region of the country. And those who know. So I'm always like, man, when I travel, I go other places, I'm treated so much better. And it seems like like you're appreciated more in different places. And I tell people all the time, like somebody was telling me like, oh, like I think it was like, oh, my barber or something, he was saying something like, why you want to go to Vancouver for? There's a bunch of white people up there and so on and so forth. And I'm like, yeah, so like what's that mean? Like, look, the Bay might be diverse, but there's a difference between some place that's diverse versus a place that might not have a lot of diversity, but they're open to it, right? And there's places that are diverse that they don't want anybody different coming in.
Yeah.
So and they don't treat you too well as well, even though it's diverse. Just like in the UK as well, a lot of diverse places, but brothers, UK brothers are dealing with horrible feminist women. Sean Davis, are you there, bro? Can you speak, bro? Let's see if your volume's clear now.
Microphone check 1 2.
Uh,
Hey,
it's all right. I don't.
I can hear him.
I can
Okay,
hear
you
him.
can hear him.
Can you hear
All
me?
right, Sean Davis. I've got two questions for you, bro. Um, how is it even possible that rich, wealthy Asian chicks are checking for brothers? Because that's not happening in the UK. That's definitely not happening in America. They normally go for white boys or Asian people, Asian boys. But for brothers, why in Vancouver how is it even possible that rich Asian chicks are checking for brothers in Vancouver? How? These are
Um,
from wealthy families back in China, Japan, and Korea. They come to Vancouver, they got the money, they're splashing it on brothers. How is that possible, Sean?
can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, first of all, like I had said earlier in a couple of streams earlier, IP, here in Vancouver specifically, here in Vancouver, this is the gateway. This is the gateway to Asia, the Asian gateway they call it here. Here in Canada, there is unlimited what is it, foreign investment. A lot of the wealthy Asians they have moved here, and this started back in the '90s because remember when Hong Kong, when the UK, when the lease of Hong Kong was up in the mid '90s, China took over Hong Kong back in the mid '90s. Okay, well the Chinese government was talking about persecuting a lot of the wealthy Chinese people. Okay, so my girlfriend at the time, she was telling me then that a lot of the wealthy Asians were trying to find a way to get out of China. Well, Canada opened up its doors to them, and there was unlimited foreign investment. So what they did is that Canada allowed them to invest their wealth into Canada, and a lot of the Chinese people, what they did is that they took their wealth and bought up real estate here. That's one of the reasons why everything is so expensive here is because they drove the prices right up. There were bidding wars on houses, townhomes, condos, and stuff. So with that, these kids, their parents brought their wealth over here. You got a lot of wealthy Asian kids over here. So these girls over here, um, it they're into the Vancouver culture. So you, what you find is that you find a lot of these Asian girls out here dating white guys, dating, like I said, dating East Indian guys and stuff. And your brothers coming, like I said, there's not very many brothers up here compared to all the other demographics, especially African American black men, especially African American black men who carry themselves well. We are a
Hmm.
rarity
Yes.
here,
Yes.
Mhm.
and even worldwide, we are a rarity. And they see that, man, they come after you, bruh. And
Mm-hmm.
these girls got wealth, man. Now look, I could take you to some spots, man. These kids are busting Lamborghinis and McLarens like nothing. I was talking to one little young Chinese girl, man. She had, you know what she had for a car? She had a Bentley Mulsanne, a 2019 Bentley Mulsanne. Her parents bought her. She's driving around. She's a 19-year-old little Chinese girl, just giggly and bubbly as hell. I'm like, y'all come up here, man. You could, like I said, you spit some not game, but you know what I'm saying. You be yourself and present yourself. These girls will talk because they want a boyfriend. They want a man. They're looking for a boyfriend. Like I had said earlier, the women that don't have boyfriends, they look more depressed. The girls that do have boyfriends, they're more lively looking, they're more brightly looking. So these girls out here, they looking and they checking. They want a man out here. I'm telling y'all. So you brothers can come out here and win. These girls, it's not like the same idea of IP like in the States and UK. I make money, so I don't need a man mentality. It's not like that up here, man. It's not
Mm.
like that here in
Yeah.
Canada. There's a lot of women out here that are making money, and they got everything but the thing that they really desire. That desiring they having a man in their life, and that's where you win up here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Thank you. And second question for you, Sean Davis, is can you speak on um like are Indonesian, so like South Asian people, Sean Davis, like Indonesians, um, that kind of people, are they also in Vancouver? And are they checking for brothers too? And where do you find those kind of women, those brown skinned Asian women, Indonesian, Vietnamese. They're hot in my opinion. They're flipping beautiful. Where do we find them, Sean Davis? And do they love brothers in Vancouver if they're there?
Yes, yes. You can talk to Indonesian girls. You got girls from Indonesia here. You got girls from Vietnam here. You got girls from Burma here. You got girls from Thailand here. You got girls from Taiwan here. Taiwanese girls be checking for brothers too. And you got girls from Malaysia here. So you got the whole mix. Like I said, there's two girls in my gym right now that are that dark skinned Asian girls. And one of them's really tall. She's half Japanese and I think half black, man. I've talked to her a couple of times, really sweet girl. There's another one, she's short and thick. She's from Thailand and she's got that golden brown skin. Now where you want to find those girls in a large area is when you live in Vancouver, you start knowing where areas are, like you were saying, Burnaby, North Burnaby. That's where the Italians are. That's where a lot of the Italians live. If you go to southeast part of Vancouver, that is the area where you're going to find a lot of the Vietnamese girls and the Southeast Asian girls at over there, going towards Metrotown Mall in Burnaby, in the southeast part of Burnaby,
Yep. Yep.
and not the South Slope of Vancouver. South Slope of Vancouver is a lot of East Indians on that part. Um, Granville. Now Granville runs all the way down. All Granville runs all the way down to the airport.
Hmm.
That area, the south part of Granville, that's called Marpole Loop, Marpole area. That's where you get a
Hmm.
lot of the Asians, whites, and the mixed Asians over there too.
I
So
noticed that.
right. So,
Hmm.
like I said, you guys, we get on the map. I can help you guys out and tell you what parts where like the Greeks live, or a Greek community. There's a Ukrainian community here. There's a Norwegian community here. There's a Russian community here. There's Russian women here.
Oh, I love
So you
Russian
got
women.
different spots in different areas. So you got to know where to go to see and find these women. Like I said, the Iranian Persian women are on the North Shore. The really uber rich, wealthy whites are on West Vancouver, and Asians over there. Like I said, man, you get them all over. But once you know this area, you start going to these different areas. You can find them. But yeah, the mindset here is different. If they got their crosshairs on you and they want you got their attention, bro, you winning.
Yeah, thanks for that, Miss Sean Davis. You're saying the Southeast Asian women, like Indonesian women, they're checking for brothers in Vancouver.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
All right, shout out to Russian Spy Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. Thank you again for supporting the channel, brother. He says, "What does Sean mean specifically about East Indie? Because that's former Indonesia. And what about the First Nation people? Speak on that, Sean."
When I mean East Indian, I'm talking about like the Punjab state, the Sikhs and the Punjabis. There's a large population of them here. So Surrey, a large part of the East Indians from India, they conglomerate in Abbotsford, which is further east of Vancouver by 45, 50 minutes, and then Surrey is a large population of the East Indian. Now, I didn't know that East Indie was Indonesia, but when I say East Indian, I mean the ones from India. Um, First Nations people, there are a lot of First Nations people. You'll see more First Nations people on Vancouver Island in Victoria. They're here. It's just a big melting pot here in this city. You see the First Nations people, but here in Vancouver, the Canadian government respects their indigenous lands. So they live on their reservations here in the city. Okay, so but you do see them around out and about all over the city.
I
They're
met.
land.
I speaking on that a little bit. I actually met really gorgeous. I think she was half First Nations woman. The first time I was on the road trip, and she was gorgeous, man. She was tall, looked like a model. Um, but she was like they're out there definitely. You know.
So, I think it's very important to know intel regarding half woman. So women who are half Asian, half black, half white, half Asian, half whatever, right? Are those half breeder women checking for brothers in Vancouver? And what's the majority of mixed race women that you see in Vancouver? Marquise, Sean, and Buffalo. And this is a question to the brothers as well on the panel, the Measures Up and Guano. Um, did you see half women, so half mixed race women, sorry, so half white, half Asian? And what was the majority there? And were they checking for brothers based on what you saw? Think about that very hard, brothers. Mixed race women.
Mixed race woman. Mixed race
Sean,
Yeah.
you first, bro.
Um, a half mixed race women, you see like I said, it's the same all over. If these girls have their crosshairs on you, they're gonna be checking for you. It's all across the board with all different kinds of races of women, whether they're mixed. It's the same mindset here. You got white girls checking for brothers. You got Persian girls checking for brothers. You got Indonesian mixed Indonesian. You got mixed Asian with black or Asian with Korea. I remember running into an Asian, half Caribbean girl. They're checking for brothers. So it's all across the board. If they find you attractive, they're gonna come and get with you. Like I said, it's just all it's so much. The city is so diverse with all kind of different cultures in different communities from all over the world. I saw a couple. His brother was Bangladesh, and his wife was Korean. I ain't never seen that. Never seen that. Okay. I got a friend of mine. He's a brother. He's a Canadian brother. He's married to a East Indian woman. She's beautiful. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. You're going to get this all across the board, and the thing is, it's the playing level is even when it comes to what kind of woman that you want to talk to here in Vancouver. It all comes down to personality, like I said before, IP. It comes down to how you project yourself and personality, man. You coming out here projecting yourself in a positive way and you giving off that positive vibe and that positive energy, bruh. The pick is the litter. Okay, I mean it's like a buffet. Okay, you just have to be at the right place at the right time. You just have to know the spots where to go.
What's the most common mixed race mix in Vancouver? I'm guessing it's half white, half Asian. But before you speak on that, brothers, background noise. Someone's got TV on again. I hear someone speaking in the background. So can you brothers check behind if there's any background noise, please? I'm hearing what? It's not me, Marquise. That might be you, bro. Yeah, Marquise, that's you, bro. You got some background noise, brother. I don't know. Someone's
What's
speaking.
that?
Is it
Yeah,
gone now?
yeah, it's a go now.
All right, thank you, brother. What's the most common mixed race group of women in Vancouver? I'm guessing it's half white, half Asian, brothers, based on what you saw. Can someone speak on that real quick?
Um.
I don't have enough intel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't have.
the most that you'll see is half white, half Asian.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Okay.
they're not like the brothers you get. There's some Caribbean brothers here. IP, they're black folk here, but the compared to all the other demographics, we are really the minority of the minority here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are a rarity. You do have some African brothers here. You do
Mhm.
have some brothers from the UK here. You do have some brothers from the Caribbean here. But it's
Mm,
such a minor. And then you got some brothers from the states here. The brothers from the states, we're the rarest. Okay, we're the
mm,
rarest. So black men here in Vancouver, man, bruh, I'm telling you, we're like rare gems here. Okay,
mm,
and so,
Mm-hmm.
yes, a large part. So you're going to find a large part of the women here, white women you're going to deal with, a lot of European women you're going to be dealing with that live here, Russian women, Australian women are here. And I know we forgot
Mm-hmm.
about it. There's a lot of Latinas here too. Central America, El
mm,
Salvador, Guatemala.
Oh,
Um, there
mhm,
if you want to, Colombia, Venezuela is another one because Canada has opened up the borders for Venezuelans wanting to get out of the country.
mm.
So you're gonna get some
Lord,
bad, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
Venezuelans.
And
Lord have
I have
mercy.
Yeah.
Hold on, brother.
Yeah.
Just before I go to extreme measures, brother, are the half white, half Asian chicks checking for brothers in Vancouver? Wonderful.
They all
Sean Davis,
are.
there you go.
Yeah,
They
I'm
all
telling
are.
because it's all across the board. I mean, every time you ask a question about the different demographics, it's all going to go back to the same thing. These girls here, it's a different mindset. It's about personality.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're projecting that positive energy off, they're coming. You're gonna attract these women, bro. I'm telling you. I'll take him down to
Yeah.
Main Street and just run down Main Street down in the part of South Slope, Vancouver. And there's a lot of bars and there's a lot of restaurants and a lot of pubs and stuff like that. And they're all out on man. I'm telling you, man. Oh boy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Before I drill down on the Latina part there, especially the Venezuelan woman, go on extreme
Yeah.
measures. You want to say something, bro?
Well, I just wanted to piggyback off of what Sean said about, the Latin community. The house party I went to, how we were able to get through is, like I said, I knew a promoter that grafted me into that environment. But that party that we actually went to was a Latin party, and the dude that knew someone else that allowed us to go to that party was Venezuelan. And there
Damn.
was a bunch of
Yeah.
Colombians and stuff at the party.
Yeah.
So that's why
Okay.
when you
Yeah.
said that, I was like,
Yeah.
man, on point.
Yeah.
It's a
And
very
and
international city.
yeah, yeah. And I met this Venezuela chick, that was in Seawall, like in Stanley Park, like she
Yeah.
was like, like real like nice and friendly, That was her.
Wonderful. I've got a super chat and a question for Sean. But hold on, let me just read a super chat real quick. Shout out to Russian Spy Sleazeball again for the $5 super chat. Thanks, bro. I'm going to apologetically say I love Desi Woman. Blah beep beep. Okay. Whoa. What? All right, take it easy, brother. I didn't know you love me that much. You swearing at me for no reason. Whatever. But let me, like I said, majority of brothers are not checking for Indian women, and Indian women are they're not checking for us. That's how it is. Only 0.15 of brothers around the world are checking for Indian women. Majority are not. That's how it is, brothers. Accept life as it is. Accept the reality. I'm sorry. That's facts, right? A
Wait,
very
wait, wait.
small
IP,
amount.
IP.
Okay.
But I thought there were a lot of I wouldn't say a lot, but I thought there were a good portion of black men, Indian women couples in the UK. That's not true?
No, no. Who told you that?
Damn. Oh,
No way, nah. We're not checking
damn. Oh, my
for
favorite show, Luther, man. They got Idris. Idris's wife was Indian.
bro. TV is a lie nowadays, man. Let me tell you, man. TV does not reflect reality. It's a whole bunch of liberal nonsense, right? Let me tell you. Live according to reality. We ain't checking for them. They ain't checking for us, and that's okay because brothers are checking for other groups of Asian women, other groups of black women, other groups of white women, and we're cool with that. All right. Sean Davis, can we speak about this Venezuelan community that's upcoming in Vancouver? Right. I love Venezuelan women. They are hot. Are they checking for
Yeah.
brothers in Vancouver? These Venezuelan women, straight from
It's
Venezuela themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's 7 Up. That's
Yeah.
all I can say, man. Definitely, yes, they are checking for brothers, man. I got hit on one when I what going to work, and I was asking where she from. She from Venezuela. They have every year they have a Caribbean festival here in Vancouver. They have a very big one in North Vancouver, and they have another one out here where I live in the Maple Ridge. And so,
What time of the year do they do that?
say what?
What time of the year do they have the Caribbean Festival?
In late July, early August. And
Okay.
so when you go there, there's all kind of venues. You got Jollof Chicken. You got some the Caribbean brothers and the sisters out there. And like I say, when you're living out and about around, you really don't see a lot of them. But then when you go to this festival, you meet a lot of the brothers from Jamaica. You meet a lot of the brothers and sisters that are from the West Indies and from Africa. But not only that, there are a lot of the Latino community that's in there too as well. The Venezuelans come out, the Colombians come out, and you'll get those exotic girls that are coming out there, and a lot of white folks because they like that. Just it's an open culture. They embrace that culture. So A lot of the Venezuelan and the Colombian women that are here, they're talking to girls from Nicaragua. So you brothers don't know about Nicaragua. The Nicaraguan ladies here. A lot of girls from Mexico, Spain. There are a lot of Brazilians here. A lot of Brazilians because a large part of the Brazilians, even though it's expensive to live in this city, like I said, a lot of those people from there, they want to come up here because the quality of life is in the top 10 in the world. So a lot of them, they come up here, they come up here and they make ways to make it work for them to live here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah, they checking for brothers, brother. The Latin community here in Vancouver, man, you got some bad females up here, bro. So you're getting everything. You're getting the Asian girls if that's what you want. Team Asian, you want stuff. And if you want some Asian girls and and don't want to travel too far, then Vancouver could be your duck off spot. For you brothers that like the Latina women and exotic Latina females, this is a great duck off spot for that. For brothers that like the white girls and the European flair and the Canadian women females, it's a great duck off spot. If you guys are into Persian and Middle Eastern, there's a lot of women from Turkey here. There's what's the other one? Lebanon. There's a lot of Lebanese females here. So yeah, definitely, man. It's like I said, it's your pick of the litter around this joint. It's a buffet.
Damn, that's what's up,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to Jay Barnes for a two. You got a roulette table of women over there in Vancouver, brothers. Shout out to Jay Barnes for the $2 super chat. Venezuela / Colombian, hold up, hold Sean, Team Latina. That's what's up, man. Damn. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna end the stream in a couple minutes, probably 10 or 15 minutes time. Almost 3 hours of incredible information here. Brothers, you can't say I'm not giving you enough information on this channel. You can't say that brothers have not come up here and given you dime intel, man. You can't even say that, ain't nowhere to travel to meet good women. It's all on this channel, brothers. You've got Costa Rica, Vancouver, Montreal, Japan, Osaka, Tokyo, flipping Latvia, flipping Ukraine, flipping Russia. And we got a lot more countries coming up, as you can see on my schedule. You can't tell me I'm not saving you, brothers, right? So support the channel, hit the cash app, hit the super chat, like the video, share this video with like-minded brothers. I repeat, do not share this video with no goddamn Pookie and Ray Ray. Keep them in America. Let them date the Keishas and the Sharkeishas. We don't want them over here in Vancouver. No. We got to keep these spots to ourselves. We cannot let these countries and these spots become ruined, right? If every country becomes like America and UK, it's over. I'm going to lose my mind. I will probably lose my mind because I'm already losing my mind over here in the UK because of the horrible women I've got to deal with every flipping day. So I can't allow that to happen with foreign women. I can't. No, brothers, I can't. If it happens to foreign women, I'm going to lose my mind. I can't. So, brothers, please keep the solid intel amongst like-minded brothers. And let's set up our own communities abroad. SYSBM, we are pulling away from the global black community. We are forming our own community, and that community will be brothers like us with our dime black feminine woman, with our dime Asian woman, our dime feminine whatever woman, right? We want that, okay? So let's set up our own community. Let's build. I'm liking that brothers are investing in crypto stocks, getting into good careers. That's how we start building financially, physically, mentally, and then the woman will come, and then we start making network with each other. Building businesses up with each other. Setting up bases all around the world. We are all intelligent brothers.
Right.
Let's start building towards that kind of new community. It's a whole new community, brothers. So let's start planning 1 year from now, 2 years from now. What's our goals, right? Let's start making that plan. The Facebook group is there. Let's start speaking real things and let's move on forward. Shout out to all you brothers, man. You make my day. I respect you, brothers, man. Thank you so much. This community, I never imagined it'd be this smart and intellectual in 2020. I never imagined that 5 years ago. So I appreciate every one of you brothers. So I will anyone want to speak on apart from the brothers, because we're gonna have our own live stream going on. We're coming very soon. But Sean Davis and Marquise, what else are we missing this live stream that's very important?
What was that again?
You dropped off, bro. I'll wait for you to come back in, bro.
Okay.
Marquise, thank you, bro. I'll go
Yeah.
through everyone for one last closing statement, but let's wait for Sean Davis to come back in. When are you back in Vancouver, bro? When are you back, Marquise, to Vancouver?
Vancouver. I have no idea. Like, I still want to visit some places like before, I revisit Canada. But like it's definitely high on the list for sure. Like, because I'm planning on going to Japan probably like next year, something like that. So I heard Japan is like really nice. So like, I'm looking forward for that trip. So it's probably gonna be like around like around September, like same time I went when I was in Vancouver, like around that time, because like make sure that's enough time, the COVID restrictions, like, it's pretty much like died down a little bit, because like in Japan, they're doing a lot of COVID restrictions too. But like, it's just that, I'm just gonna wait until like next year, like mid next year, until like everything, it's like it's pretty much almost at like, back to normal before like, I make my next trip.
All right, awesome, brother. Aaron B and Russian Spy Sleazeball, can you brothers quit it on the live stream chat? This is a bit too much now, or I'm going to time you out for 5 minutes. All right. If anyone replies to any recent comment, you're going on timeout, both of you. Quit it. Okay? Stop it. All right. No, you're both going to. Well, that's because. All right, you're both going on timeout. There's no point anymore, man. This is just getting too much. All right, both of them are on timeout. Where's Sean Davis at, man? All right, let me go through to every brother for one last closing statement. Mr. Dante Gurno, do you have any closing statements at all, brother?
Well, no, I do. So I want to give you a shout out, IP, as always. I appreciate what you've done, not only just for me, but for the brothers, and how you brought all of us together to share our experiences and our aspirations. Yeah, big shout out to you, man. Like I said, 180, I got to go back to measure up, my brother. I'm saying the whole 180 thing, man. That's so true, man. So I want to leave it out with that, and all the other brothers on here. Let's grow. I mean, like I said, once we stay on accord and we work as a team, forget the team, family. Once we work as a solid family unit, man, I mean, the world is endless, And I feel like once brothers start traveling around the world, and once we add a certain benefit to these places, not only just for our own experience, but for other brothers who are seeking the same interest in the places we go. So this is just insane. This is insane, and it's just going to get bigger. I want to shout out to everyone. Thank you once more, IP, again. And yeah, I look forward to sharing more experiences with you guys.
Thank you, brother. Extreme Measures, do you have any closing statements, brother?
I'll close it out with once again, thank you, IP, for providing this platform for like-minded brothers to come together, share experiences, learn about new potential experiences. And again, thank you for what you have done on how it's helped change my life. And yeah, man, to all the brothers listening on the panel, thank you for your guys' support and your intel. And if any brothers listening out there don't have your passport, go grab your passport, guys. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mr. J Bones, why are you calling this late, brother? How you doing, man? Where you been at this time?
J Bones.
Hey, IP, don't talk to me like that, bro. You know I'm from New York, man. I don't play that.
Why are you so late, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, you don't want to get hurt, IP. If you run into me, man, you're gonna need some fish and chips, boy. Don't play games with me like that, IP.
When is he gonna call in, man? But this is late, bro. This is late, even late for you. What's going on, man? Is your girlfriend, she's been watching you? Like, what's Jay Bones up to with this time speaking with random guys online? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yo, shout out to all the brothers, man. Sean Davis, the OG Sean Davis, the Gorno twins. I had no idea your brothers was even twins. I just noticed that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never even noticed that, man. Shout out to you brothers, man. And Marquise, man, nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you. I never, I haven't seen you here before. But IP, I was on a road. I'm in Buffalo right now, which is right across the street from Toronto. So I'm actually going to Toronto tomorrow morning. With my boy. He's a medical courier. He's a medical courier. So he has a kidney transplant delivery. So we're gonna drive into Toronto, and then we're gonna turn around and come back real quick. So I just wanted to say shout out to you boys, man. I'm really proud of you guys. Yeah, I'm really proud of you guys, man. Yeah, I'm so proud of you. And Sean Davis, man, Unc, thank you so much for the intelligence and everything that you bring to these boys. IP, I'm telling you, man, it's time for you boys to start looking outside the matrix, man. It's really time for you boys to start looking outside the matrix. I'm really happy because what do I always say, IP? I just want to see my brothers happy. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want to see my brothers happy. Yeah, that's all I want. I want to see you boys happy. That's it. I don't care. We talk about the Team Asia. Yeah, we talk about the Team Asia thing, the Team Latina thing, but truly deep down inside, it's about team happiness.
Yes.
It's about team happiness. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Jay Bones.
Thank you.
What was that, bro?
Brothers, man.
Man.
All right, thanks for that, Jay Bones. Thanks for calling in. So let me go to Sean Davis for any closing statements. Do you have any closing statements, brother?
Man, I appreciate it. Another great stream. I got a smile on my face, seeing the smile on them boys' face, man. Y'all going up there to
All right, thanks for that, Sean Davis. Marquise Hills, do you have any closing statements, brother?
Yeah, this is a pretty good stream. Like, thanks for having me on. Because
man, that is a real big. I really like to see you smile on your face. You guys can make anything happen out here. IP, I really wanted you to come out here. I know a great fishing chips place in White Rock, the best in Vancouver, man. The family's from England, all right. So I've had the real deal fish and chips with the mushy peas, and I got to say it was the bomb, bro. So yeah, so there's a spot out here in White Rock that sits over the ocean, nice oceanside community. But you brothers, man, you can make things happen for you if you want to. Like I said, for me, the good Lord gave me a door to leave the United States and come out here. I got I have a family. I got 2 grown kids. They didn't have to grow up in the matrix. I got a son, a handsome young man. He's 18, 6'2". I got a beautiful daughter. She's in college. And you know what? I'm blessed. I got a success story here. So what I'm saying is that out here, man, you can make things happen. Like I said, you're networking with guys here, and it can go from there. You can make this go as far as you want to make it go. Okay.
Right.
And getting out of the matrix. Yes, you can make some money in the States. Yes, you can make things happen in the States. But for me, like Too Short said, get in where you fit in. Out here worldwide, I fit in out here worldwide. And all that mess, man, in the States, man, I ain't got to deal with all that out here worldwide. Then appreciate your IP, man, for your stream, bro.
Thanks for that, brother. Shout out to Tech Job. What's up, Tech Job? For the £7.31 Cash App, the first Cash App of the whole stream, actually. Go where you are treated best. Yes, indeed. Go to where you're treated best. Stop trying to get these horrible women to like you, and don't force yourself to like no horrible woman. Get your passport, brother. Shout out to, again, Tech Job for the Cash App. Marquise Hill, do you have any more closing statements, brother?
No, I mean that's about it. Yeah, for me, yeah.
Okay. Marquise, thank you very much, bro. Looking forward to our forthcoming streams regarding other cities you travel to, and we're also gonna have a stream with the legendary twins, the Guano brothers, coming very soon as well. I can't wait. So let's go, brothers. I'm looking forward to our forthcoming streams. A huge thank you to everyone for participating in this live stream. Very informative. Shout out to Marquis Hill for joining, for agreeing to do this live stream. So, brothers, I hope someone's been taking timestamps. It would be grateful if you can post those timestamps immediately on the comments so I can pin it. Please, 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 and please comment on this video once it drops. Again, the comments are always low, less than 20, even though we get over 100 viewers at one time. So please comment when this video drops on my channel. It helps with the algorithm. Please like the video. Please subscribe, and when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell to always, so you never miss a post, upload a live stream from me. Cash App is open 24/7, so feel free to cash out me in a couple hours time or whenever. I would appreciate the support. Thank you, brothers. It's pretty late over here. I want to say thank you again, brothers. Look after yourself, sending health, wealth, riches, blessings, and all the best your way. What's going on here? IP, I'm late. We always talk about when are you going to talk about, brother? Ain't no negative issues for brothers, man. Brothers are cool here, man. Brothers are really cool. You know, brothers are not bad people. You know, have brothers oppressed any group of people around the world? No. Brothers ain't done slavery. Brothers ain't committed genocide amongst a group of people. So there's nothing really negative to talk about brothers, you know? Yeah, our image is pretty bad, and I addressed it. I don't want to see brothers wearing early 2000s hip hop attire, Dipset with a blue bandana or pink bandana or red bandana, you know? We keep it cool, brothers. There ain't nothing negative to speak about brothers. You want to say something, Dante?
Yeah, I wanted to say some. That's a very good point. You just reminded me on what I wanted to say earlier. Wherever brothers go, we always enrich wherever we go.
Yeah.
So that's just one little thing I wanted to throw out. I thought about it earlier, but it just didn't come out. But whatever you said has just brought it out. So I just want to say that little 2 cents right there, because wherever we go, we, like you said, we don't colonize, we don't do anything bad. If anything, we're adding more value. So we really need to get out and travel and just add our value and let the world know that wherever we go, we're here to just enrich.
Yeah, they say a good example here. They say that South Koreans make the best fried chicken, but who taught them that? It was brothers back in the flipping 50s and 60s when that went there and taught them how to make chicken. You know, so brothers, all we do is make things better, man. You know, all we do. That's it. You know. So this, and in our community, we're not oppressing BWs or any people. We don't go on the View, on the Shade Room, on the Breakfast Club and talk bad against our woman. We don't say BWs ain't ish, but in our community they say black men ain't ish. So it's all good on our end. So I got no my conscience is clean, and I hope every brother's conscience is also clean as well.
Right.
Don't worry about anything. Keep positive. Get out there and get your dime woman. Shout out to Maurice Branch for the $199 super chat. Sean Davis, cruise ship in Vancouver. Yeah. Let's get that popping, man.
Right.
All right, man. Shout out to Maurice Branch for supporting the channel. Much appreciated, brothers. So yeah, let me end the live stream. I want to apologize to. Hold on. Let's see. Shout out to Popeye's Chicken. What a name! Popeye's Chicken Sandwich returns. Sorry, bro, if I ban you. If that was a mistake, I apologize, brother. Welcome back. There's so many trolls here. That's why, man. It may get mistaken sometimes, but I apologize, brother. Welcome back. Brothers, thank you very much for everything you do for this channel. I hope that this channel is improving your lives in a beneficial way, in a positive way. Sean Davis, OG, thank you, bro. Appreciate the game you're dropping about Vancouver. You just enriched the Vancouver knowledge. Marquise Hill, thank you, bro. Guano Twins, look out for the live stream in the future. I can't wait for that. I know you brothers going to speak about some classic things in that live stream, so we're going to get popping, you know? We're going to get popping, you know? So on that note, brothers, look after yourselves. And peace out, brothers. And I will see you, brothers,
Peace.
in the next live stream. Peace out, brothers.
Peace,
Look after
family.
yourself.
Peace, man.
Peace.
Peace, fam.
Take it easy, brother.